Cek 1 2 3 halo. Harusnya udah aman ya. Tadi itu kayaknya error itu jadi black screen doang gitu loh live stream gua. Sebenarnya bisa, live-nya udah internetnya aman. By the way.
For Leviatán or no, I'm just
Pagi, Bud. Welcome to the stream.
The only real choice that they had. The Sobacon did not work. It was not ready. Maybe in split 1 or something like that, they'll be able to bring it back out. But this is the only choice that you have when you have only one match left in this tournament to stay.
Jangan lupa di like ya yang baru datang ya. Di FYP kan pagi hari dulu.
Played great. It was after a point for sure, but.
Ya, Xbox ya. Omen si Sens. Bentar. Belum lihat mapnya lagi tadi gua. Koi sama Liquid 10 sama, nggak peduli. Nggak peduli. Kuda sama ikan bertarung, nggak peduli gua.
That's a possibility, right? I mean, we always got to factor in, what's on the other side of the field there, right? And for all we know, like there could have been an opportunity where Leviatán just goes back and says, okay.
Halo Samuel Wijaya, by the way, welcome to the stream. Pagi-pagi semua.
And they have the players to do it. That's the thing.
Di like dulu.
They were running the double initiator on split still that like I don't know.
Ikan koi katanya bikin keberuntungan sih, Min, kayak ada betulnya. Tapi
yeah, real quick, just want to let everyone know quick boss issue on the stage and then
pada akhirnya kembali ke skill.
We're going to jump into the action for now though. We're just going to keep on yapping. Okay? A couple yappers.
Paul and I have been, we've been doing little silly, like, who do you think's gonna win this game? Kind of thing. Now, if you were to hypothetically
Oh, di split. Bentar, split?
what do you think is gonna happen?
Oh iya ding ya, benar-benar. Tens pakai omen kalau di split, betul.
I would personally say that on the mouse front, I would say it's Ten's mouse. What's your guess? Whose mouse do you think it is?
Iya lagi, bocil Tens versus bocil Aspas lagi. Betul juga.
We got like 4 TVs.
Mouse is working. I think it's on the other side. I think
No. It has to be the Leviatán side, only because
Tens has like 7 mice. He can't have a broken mouse. He just gets a new one. There's nothing wrong with it.
He's got another one on Prime delivery, just right around the corner. It's just so good. Oh man.
Bentar, mumpung ini belum mulai, kayaknya ada apa ini nggak tahu kan, masih ping check atau apa gitu. Gue mau ngisi air dulu bentar ya. Botol gue udah kosong, bentar. Jadi dehidrasi guys, bentar.
And now I will respond. Okay. There is absolutely a chance for Lev. The player quality is outrageous. This map is clearly not their strong suit. They have proven that 2 times. But their players are incredible. They can win just playing a pretty simple 2023 style game with this comp because their players can go crazy.
Now, what do you do with your hands if Leviatán wins split?
What do I do with my hands?
What do you do?
I don't know. Give them a nice thumbs up. Great job out there, guys.
What do you do though with Leviatán? Okay, wait a minute. Just got the word from the producer. We're good to go, folks. Here we go. Let's see how this match is going to get settled. Sentinels versus Leviatán, and who better to call the action than Brand and Sideshow?
Let's get this started. Sentinels versus Leviatán.
Nice, pas.
Racing game, Josh. Here, right now, and it's all on the line to play for that play-ins, a chance for that lifeline.
Tadi kenapa kayak nggak tahu, internetnya mati sendiri. Pas gue cek FUP masih aman padahal.
On one side, you've got an assembled attempt at a super team from Americas, and on the other, a Sentinels that's retooled this year. Neither of these squads.
Thank you ya kemarin ya, udah memberikan suatu
This is the conclusion.
bantuan VCT tim kapsul, bansosnya terima kasih Strike. Respect.
If you end up going home in this
Ini yang kemarin ngasih giveaway satu lagi ya VCT tim kapsulnya guys.
Both of these rosters want to be attending as many of those global events as possible.
High expectations.
Ya gue nonton ini doang Higon. Tadi sebenarnya gue nonton yang C9 juga, tapi rungkat internetnya. Oh kayak apa yang mau di-PO udah mulai gini. Pagi Mon. Oke Strike.
They're so good over towards A.
Really nice. But an open plant.
Yang dapat giveaway nanti kasih tahu kita ya di ini. di IG story biar kita repost ya by the way ya. Yang dapat giveaway. Biar kita punya dokumentasinya coy.
Paranoia followed it up, and now they're finally at least taking a bit of that space, but they've got to refight past this wall, waiting for it to go down now. Clearing it.
Oh, aku nggak dapat soalnya kamu pelatih Ron. Justru harusnya dapat ya. Namanya juga tidak hoki berarti menandakan kalau orang dalam saja tidak ada orang dalam di sini lebih tepatnya. Semuanya rata bisa menang. Kita mah jujur. Siapapun bisa menang coy.
He really struggled in that opening match, and I thought, that's not a great sign for Leviatán.
By the way, Leviatán dapat 1.
If this star
Tidak kaget.
super fragger IGL isn't going to be able to be online, and then he was amazing in the
Sedikit
match.
gugur, oke.
So I don't think they'll struggle to get.
Oh, itu Cimo kasihan tuh pasti dia. Bocil nut soalnya dia.
A little bit of danger in this one though. There is potential for some.
Dia sedang mengsedih.
We're going to go for this smoke and flash setup.
Paranoia as well. That's just delayed ever so slightly. Sassy with a re-peek, but large expenditure of that utility here. Still, it's all about navigating it. I mean, there's been insane amounts of consistency with teams winning on their eco rounds. For whatever reason, in Americas, teams have just gotten a lot better at using the util, using the classics.
Tausa itu apa ya Tausa? Ada yang tahu Tausa nggak kacang bukan ya?
King is pulling attention towards A. Sentinels have already rotated, expecting some kind of pivot.
Tausa ireng.
And there's nobody home on the A side. Yeah, but no rifle drop.
Bukan Thousand Island, beda.
It's not a huge opening in the round for Sentinels. They'll need a little more.
Isian Pia gitu loh.
Tech's gone walkabout, him and Aspas hunting for some more.
Ada Pia, terus isinya Tausa hitam tulisannya. Apa ya itu ya? Gue dikasih soalnya. Gak ngerti juga nih rasa apa aja.
Swinging round 10. Oh my. Still good for the one, but eventually with the trade now dropping down onto the side, can feel the pressure mounting onto Com. Has to really adjust the aim here just for the
Kumbu apa? Tausa kacang merah. Oke. Jadi yang mana? Gue gak tahu kumbu lagi. Kumbu apaan? Bisa kah? Bisa coy! Coy! Anti-eco-nya tidak berhasil. Sentinel menang lawan Leviatán coy. Ini coy, bisa coy. Yuk, Leviatánnya masih belum sempurna nih kayaknya nih. Karena baru terbentuk juga kan. Yuk, bisa yuk. Itu warnanya, ini warna merahnya tuh kayak rada kayak ini ya. Feel-nya rada kayak klasiknya ini ya. Apa sih namanya? Spektrum yang varian merah. Kacang hijau yang dicat hitam. Gampang banget jawabnya kayak gitu aja. Tinggal dicat. Di lawan bracket, ya siapapun yang kalah pulang. Yang menang ke play-in. Ya gimana grup neraka, ada laut juga di dalamnya.
And of course, Aspas could still be an incredible danger in this round too.
Wow, shot in the back, and he did have the right foot. Will be retrievable.
Bocil Tens, ayo.
The carnage is cleared out through
The power of Bocil Tens.
Playing this eco round as the sisterhood of the traveling vandal.
Siapa di sini yang beli VCT tim kapsulnya Sentinel? Ayo, ada nggak di sini? Yang beli VCT tim kapsul Sentinel? Kalau kagak ada yang beli itu berarti apa? Kalau kagak ada yang beli berarti bener kata gua kemarin. Harusnya player cardnya pakai Tens aja udah. Foto Tens.
Celsius, he wants a little bit more here.
Tens ternyata kalau di Sentinel bukan duelis apa flexi. Dulu duelis, sekarang fleksibel. Dikasih flex roll sekarang. Biasanya sih inisiator sama smoker sih dia. Omen atau KO gitu biasanya.
One of the things to keep an eye on is that Leviatán during their game with Cloud, the desk had a lot of criticism for them being a little sloppy, times being off, the fundamentals not quite being there.
Udah mendingan ya udah nggak ngantuk lebih tepatnya sih Mu. Udah nggak ngantuk dan nggak capek. Udah istirahat.
See a bit of a
Kemarin aja nonton Paprek sama Genji aja di map 3 apa ya? Masuk map 2, map 3 tuh gue udah merem anjir. Udah nggak lihat apa-apa tuh. Udah merem.
Just the Trailblazer gets confirmation that there are a few players tucked still now into B main, losing control of it.
That's extremely early in the round for Aspas to be using his dash. They're not going to have that to be able to get into
Nyaris spacer out, tidak salah, tidak salah.
To run this burst dive comp without a dash engage. But they're drawing out good.
Kemarin lemes banget, iya, semua tenaganya disalurkan ke farm match saya. Semua tenaganya pas nonton ternyata tumbang anjing.
Smoke's refreshed. See Calm, he's got Trailblazer being held into his hands. Not going into the direction of market though, Zelsis. Doesn't expect that.
Waduh, terlalu agresif.
Zealous is the approach. It's given that first kill advantage now to Lev with 38 seconds. It's ticking down steadily. There's danger here that they might run out of time, but now you might just see a bit of an explosion.
Capek gara-gara hitung sampai 1. Ya, banyak capeknya lah. Banyak kegiatan yang bikin capek deh kemarin nih. Masih dapat sasi. Bikin mahal dulu. Lah, ngepick pandal. Dan saya belum ke spot. Bisa banget. Wah, ente. Masih bisa 1 lawan 2. Yap. Menang coy. Gak ada waktu ternyata. Gue pikir ini aja sempat anjir. Wah gila. Dihitung itu waktunya sama dia anjir.
I mean, if we can get a replay and look at the milliseconds on the clock here, it's gotta be like single-digit milliseconds that made the difference.
Ya makanya toko fiksi goblok.
It was extraordinary.
Gak masuk akal nih orang.
Nailbiter, 3-1 lead for Sen. The defense side is going to be where they're favored. They put a lot of work into this, especially on split, like the analyst was saying. Cram through. So damn low, there's coverage there. Shoulder, that's Tex.
And that's very good awareness from Leviatán. Tens fights A-ramp super aggro in a lot of these rounds.
Aspas. Seen you do this one before. Updraft. Over the top. Now a dash as well. Follows it up before the
Waduh,
util.
nice Sasi, nice. Masih ngendok. Wah, Zekennya juga keluar. Mantap, udah dapat 2. Wah gila, Sentinel actually bisa menang ini. Ini mapnya Sentinel sih, tapi actually mereka bisa menang. Walaupun gue punya dugaan ini karena mereka ngambil defender side duluan. Jadi mereka harus farming dulu nih. Gue takutnya ketika mereka jadi attacker, poinnya tertahan. Jadi mereka harus farming yang banyak dulu ini ya.
You can't focus on everything at once when Sassi's alive there being such a nuisance.
Farming dulu, Bray. Farming.
Trouble here for Leviatán. They're gonna start getting up to big ultimates, but they've let Sen get 4 in a row right now, and one of them.
By the way, yang belum like di like dulu ya. Masa penontonnya 70-an, yang like cuma 16 guys. 50-an dulu lah, let's go. Iya FYP.
Earlier. They are very favored in that post-plan situation. It's really
boleh kali dinaikin dulu like-nya.
And these fine margins could make all the difference as to whether your dream run to Madrid is alive or not. We saw last year in Americas, the smallest things have cascading impact down the road. And completely changed.
Ini nggak kelihatan ya itu apa? Kuota timeoutnya nggak kelihatan. Kalau di Pasifik ada. UI Pasifik nomor 1.
It is a dance on the finest margins when it comes to the battles of these top teams sometimes.
What's being called by Lev here on the other side of this timeout, like we've been calling. I mean,
yang mana gue tahu di LD ini aja kagak anjing. Ngapain juga rumah gue kayak gitu.
Zeno on the opposite side of the map here, but Lev's probably going to be going for a familiar play, maybe a fast play up through ramp, or possibly to the site with the ult. Who knows? Ramp control. That's what they're aiming for.
Again, this kind of play designed to bully Tens, who is often going to be in that spot. He's actually made the swap over to B with John Cutie. So coming out of the timeout from Leviatán, Sentinels change up how they're running their defensive side.
It's common enough angles that are just being spammed down here, but given a lot of room to breathe. They put the wall up. Methodical with the clearance.
Oh, that's actually allowing the dog there to take all of that space. It's given Lev a much happier time over in heaven.
Mazinonya masih ada di B anjir.
Still worried about
Bisa ke B nih.
Benz.
Wah, masih dapat
Another
Steelseries.
adjustment.
So much more threat now as to where Leviatán can go in the map.
Jalan ke B jadi aman dong.
Right now, but instead, Lev, it looks like the best call of action here is to go
Oh, mau ke A
from
kayaknya.
heaven to sight with Tex's ult.
Mungkin mereka mau ke A karena nggak ada ciphernya nih. Tidak tampak ada cipher.
On an island into the corner. This time the nade will clear him out surely. Dash forwards.
Oh,
there.
oke.
Sassy
Ya,
still.
Sassinya ketahuan.
Follow up second spamming, spraying and praying. Only with the Phantom though, it's damage. Bullets going wide here. Plan for kill.
3-4 tapi masih ada Tens. Tapi ada Aspas sama Tens. Solid ini solid.
Will be again the backup.
Star playernya masih ada dua-duanya.
Straight into elbow damage. Weakened. Second on 12 HP.
Ada paranoia nggak sih?
How did they get themselves into
Oh, nggak ada,
this
ding. Udah habis.
possibility? Maybe with the satchel to set up the play, but nobody wants to peek for it. Leading
Oh.
the charge, Zekken. Weaken a player, showstopper.
Anjir, winnable.
Two versus
Jadi
two.
winnable tiba-tiba walaupun ini Aspas ya, ini Aspas sebaiknya di respect ini Aspas. Oh my god, oh my god. Aspas versus Zekken. Wah, nggak ada waktu sih, nggak ada waktu. Ya, ente lah, Bo. Gila, sabar banget, bro.
Immaculately played with the timing there from Aspas. You'll often see the superstar players go for the clip.
Anjir, bisa gitu ya?
Not in that moment, making sure that Lev get on the board coming out of their
Aspas
timeout.
menyala, anjir.
And that opener onto Celsius was also a huge one for Lev to be able to get into the site. And commit.
Aduh, udah bisa menang ini, anjir.
Clear. Second really made a try of it there though.
All is the lowest player.
Iya itu, lawan Aspas doang itu.
Dangerous.
Leviatán are
Udah 9
putting
sendiri.
an enormous emphasis on dominating ramp control at the start of these rounds.
Same play almost every single time, just with the pull comboed up, hoping to catch a player that might just be overextending, like you said. You know, Tens playing in that position from time to time.
Baiknya tidak gegabah, ingat.
Reminiscent of
Mereka harus farming point di sini.
EG last year. All of this
Sentinel
pressure
harus
around
farming point
opens up
defender.
here. I mean, you look at it. They've rotated 4 players
Sebaiknya
over to
begitu.
try to deal with any potential A heaven push. Only now is Sassy going back to make sure that there hasn't been a deep lurk.
Map control into mid though, still being held down for the time being. They're concerned that players are still holding on to that RAM control.
I think this round, Bren, Com's Seekers are just going to give away that there's nobody anchoring A. If Com decides to use it at some point, they should be able to get a post-plant Viper's pit down. Look, all of the Seekers going up there.
Yeah.
Actually, one going into
Infonya udah masuk. Dapat.
Spraying down with a kill trip. Close angle.
Oke, iya. Bisa gitu.
Get loose a king.
30 seconds left.
Still there with the hold down and the pit really giving that cover and fire. Sentinels are fast onto the approach, spamming all the corners.
Ini Viper's pit apa ini?
Usual spaces, but it does allow them to get into the site.
This is so difficult, so awkward for Lev. They could just get swung through. Sassy, though, has no flash.
Close contact for Aspas.
Iya,
That is
Sassinya.
magical. The reaction times. Fire on all cylinders.
Oke, Celsius dapat.
And King onto the high ground here. Cage tapping away. Half of the diffusion.
Ya ampun, waktunya. Ngeselin banget ya itunya ya.
Gonna be enough surely. Potentially.
Wow, that's it.
Decay and vulnerable, but already.
Let's go. Let's go.
Well navigated.
Let's go. Bisa gitu, Cok. Padahal menurut gue tuh harapan begitu sulit anjir. Tapi dia mundur tuh, Zelda harus mundur. Biar kena. Gila. Itu ada faktor hokinya sih, tapi kayaknya. Kayaknya ya. Musuhnya kagak kelihatan anjir.
Working with scraps here.
one of the ways that Leviatán were able to put some pressure on Loud and cause some of that chaos was by getting
Tidak tadi.
these lurks in.
Kan serada nganggur nih.
It's so
Dilihat nih.
much more difficult to do that when there's a cipher on the other side. You don't know when
Musuhnya
you're
ke
gonna
side
trip.
sebelah mulu nih.
This time though, John reluctant to dominate this smoke with Aspas having popped his knives. Could be
That
inside
storm.
of it. He certainly was.
Merubah segalanya nih. Stormnya.
More control. For the side here, the Viper's pit though, that's going to be blocking off the screen's angle. It allows King to play deep into it, but it doesn't cover.
Kerennya udah dikuasai, bahkan ngulti Astranya gila. Ada ulti Viper, ada ulti Astra, langsung dipakai dua-duanya. Bikin pusing. Mampus. Udah. Harusnya nggak ada ininya, nggak ada X Factor ya. Blast Stormnya udah habis. Half, udah half. Udah. Harusnya nggak mungkin dapat si Leviathan ya. Udah. Absen. Pagi Iqbal, welcome to the stream. Jangan lupa di like. Gila niat banget sih, tapi mereka ngebuka ultinya banyak banget tadi. 2 ulti gede. Wah, Zekannya juga gitu lagi dapatnya. Mas John Cutie.
They go through the motions, ensure that they punish anybody that tries to refight for heaven or swing onto that diffuser. I love the methodical approach.
Belum ini aja kayaknya Zev masih adjust tim baru kan kayaknya. Ada Aspas, ada Kom. Belum nemu kayaknya, masih belum nemu chemistry-nya kayaknya.
Looking around the ults that they might have too.
So this is one of the first times where Leviatán don't dominate A ramp at the very beginning. Second and 10s were both there, ready to fight it.
It's been re-cleared.
Yeah, Dog is going to re-clear out King. But I think this should make it obvious that Lev are playing for mid as well. You don't see anybody over on this side of the map.
Dapat kah? Ya ampun, sayang banget kena ininya, kena lantainya. Tapi low sih. Kingnya low tapi bisa di heal. Kayaknya Kingnya minta heal dulu tuh. Sedangnya nggak ada armor lah. John Cutie adalah kunci. Ya ampun, Phantom Moment. Tapi mati ya tapi. John Cutie-nya nge-kill itu. Kill siapa tapi?
Excellent timing in the round there from King. He's put his players in an advantage situation. Senna gonna find it difficult here.
Heal on line 2. Pop these players right back up. Crossfire. All into spawn. How do they deal with this? It's all watched into main. The movement turns, attempting to
udah susah.
fight out, at least
Tapping, udah benar.
Now by Sen, they realize it. Big player disadvantage, so Lev.
Iya ya, kayaknya sempat Phantom Moment tapi dapat ya. Kayaknya pelurunya dapat ngeburst pelurunya. Jadi 2 peluru cuman tampak kayak Phantom Moment gitu.
Yeah, it is important. I mean,
kan fire rate-nya kan cepet ya Phantom.
They're pretty fine in their current situation. They would still be fine even if they lost another one. But yeah, Lev's economy is only just starting to build up. So they would like to keep it as healthy as possible. A reminder, Leviatán picked the attack side to begin with, right? And this composition, often we've seen it go really well on the attack side. The double duelets can be explosive, difficult to deal with. But Sen have got a very nice idea of when they want to play retake, how they want to slowly clear out the rest of the map and put.
Kayaknya di EG doang nggak sih yang benar-benar kayak tukang ngelor ke ujung dunia gitu, kayaknya cuman kita lihat pas lagi di EG doang aja. Kayaknya emang nggak dikasih deh dia. Gak tau dah. Atau emang lagi kagak dapat momennya aja.
Attention that Sen put into it.
Lagi nggak ada momen aja.
It was an amazing map for them during the off season, and it even looked good. It looked so winnable in the game against Loud. But you could have said that for both of these teams. It's been an extraordinarily tight Group B. Senna picking this time into re-clear B main, which isn't something they've done very much of. But here comes the Trailblazers on both sides.
Misses. Oh, stun. Can't link that one up into a
siapa main kayak siapapun bisa menang sih ini kayaknya. Oh, dilihat ya, tampaknya bisa menang dua-duanya.
Absolute insanity from him, luckily traded out for Lev.
Tapi gue berharap nih Sentinel harus farming point dulu nih defender, soalnya bahaya anjir kalau attacker tiba-tiba mereka nggak nemu celahnya, sulit nih split.
And again, we see King in a position where he'd love to try to get a lurk off, but he just can't get that aggressive. He's worried about running into all of the Cypher utility. There's only 30 seconds here.
Kemarin QT yang menang itu bukan
This
VCT
may
tim
end up
kapsul
in a
bukan?
mad scramble.
Ada nggak yang RRQ siapa ya kemarin ya yang menang RRQ ya? Gue udah lupa aja saking gobloknya kemarin udah.
There is very little on the clock.
The cage as well.
Menang tim kapsul RRQ siapa ya?
Side 20 seconds. Gonna move on. Dash forwards by Aspas, clearing it up and cutting it up into the side. He wants to take the peek. Trying to play the anti-flash, John! There's 2 kills. Spike still up into
Oke, John QT dapat 2. Kerjaannya udah cukup itu.
It has to be safe.
Bagi Sentinel.
To the corner, King. Trying to exert his control onto this section of the map. At least maintain that control for it, but just locked down into too many unfortunate positions.
Nice.
I thought the way that Leviatán were coming through heaven was actually really nice. The flash.
Oh, berarti QT yang itu RRQ. QT kalau udah beli itunya belum? VCT kapsulnya belum? QT. Kalau udah itu di post di IG biar kita repost dong.
In order to find that aggression, find that timing.
Biar ada dokumentasinya gitu, kita ada giveaway gitu kemarin.
It's another round where Sen are able to get off a retake because their players are just in a great position.
Yeah.
Right as the spike goes down.
There's no hesitancy when I heard that spike.
Pacific udah selesai masih aja.
Fight one player out of the action. It's one of the bread and butters of the success of Sentinels so far this year. They've really been drilling that, making sure they make those correct decisions. Not wasting any time in the moments. Right when they matter.
Gak tau dah tuh kenapa banci ente itu sih. Kita udah coba loh. Kita udah coba, Ben. Tapi terente ya sudah lah ya. Nice. Aku menang RRQ sih kemarin. Udah beli belum Kitty? Kalau udah itu di ini ya, di Instastory kan ya.
With the stinger in close quarters, that's really where it thrives. So Tex exchange of the weaponry into mid, you can start to calm the round down if you are Lev.
Gue bikin sedikit aja. Sangat ini ya, sangat effort ya. Effort banget tuh bikinnya tuh.
Maintains a little bit of
story buat
merch. In the meantime, Tens is walking out B main, just using that info and having some bravery to go and take a risk. You could argue it's unnecessary in this kind of round, but Lev have picked up 2 rifles.
Ternyata final udah kemarin ya. Ternyata gue pikir ini masih hari yang sama. Ya, buat Amerika sih di sana masih tanggal 25 ya.
Quite landing to the dome, but it's damage done equally. Has to back away and respect this now.
Kan beda zona waktu. Kalau Amerika iya 25 masih. Di sini udah beda hari.
The side here, Lev seeking to reclaim a bit more ground, pushing forwards into.
This ult is so good.
Big ult.
It lets
Anjay.
know whether or not they're being pressured.
Udah dipakai bajunya. Dibingkai aja apa? Dibingkai ngapain beli kalau gitu ya? Kamu dulu kayak thank you. Oke, Higon. Thank you udah mampir.
You are really seeing the advantage here for Sentinels taking the off-season super seriously, drilling all of these.
Oh, dia lagi inspect.
The team is on the same page.
Pagi-pagi lah, Neka.
Not making too many individual moves. Even when Tens makes this repush,
belum dicuci langsung pakai kemarin. Oke. Gak apa-apa juga sih, gue juga sering sebenarnya. Baru beli kagak dicuci dulu langsung pakai. Cipi-cipi capa-capa aja. Ternyata pas di inspect ada lagunya cipi-cipi capa-capa untuk Sentinel. Khusus aja. Eksklusif.
Potentially again using that showstopper, but it's the final round of this first half. How do they take it? Early flash being utilized by Sen.
Kalau itu scam sih, kalau itu scam anjing. Kalau itu bener scam tuh. Bukan gue yang ngomong ya. Waduh, masuk Leviatán.
Trying to hold this one for us, but he's lit up like a Christmas tree, and you can play Ring Around the Roses, weaving in and out. The Cosmic Divide, it does not matter, will not protect him. Clearance called here by Sen.
Gak gatal tuh guys, udah ada review. Bajunya tidak gatal. Bahannya enak kan? Bahannya enak dong.
Maybe they can have a go of it. Still, all the players in position onto the post plant, pushed up onto the site. Complete control for Sen. And it's slow. The way the siege goes here, 5 players, they can pick them.
Waduh,
but Aspas might just be
bisa begitu nembaknya.
Filling up the feed and ready. Need more where that comes from. It's all down to us.
Bahannya lumayan nggak tebel gitu loh. Ini dapat dong. Nice farming, udah farming coy. 9-3 Leviatán anjir. Hey, Leviatán. Aku tuh menganggap kamu tuh tim paling kuat loh sekarang di Amerika. Gimana sih? Nah, tapi semua jawabannya ada di sini ya, defendingnya ya. Defending sama attackingnya nih. Kita lihat.
Great way to start the match for Sentinels.
Wonderful beginning.
Iya. Gue yakin juga itu bahannya enak coy.
Elimination game on the line and we've got
Kita mah pede kalau itunya, kalau bahannya. Lakunya aja nih belum tentu. Lakunya aja belum pede. Ya, siapa tahu di antara kita ada yang mau beli merch ya Ironsenpai, bisa ke Instagram kita ya. Ada tuh di post, di pin post. As in case mau. Jago-jagonya Aspas kalau dia bawa 3 orang ya mati. Ya, betul. Kalau di The Boys Pick juga perungkat.
And he's born to
Kayak
play.
next merch upsize, ya nanti ya sampai XXL ya. Kita kaget loh sebenarnya, ternyata XL lebih banyak dipesan. Makanya kita bilang menipis kalau XL ya.
I'm not New Jersey's finest, I am New Jersey's dumbest, but I know it's a very far away state. So having Zekin move literally across the country to
Anjay, minta review jujur. Sejauh ini sih belum ada yang mengeluh sih dengan bajunya ya sejauh ini. Kita juga yakin kualitasnya juga. Lo dapat kualitas dengan harga segitu, dapat kualitasnya juga gitu loh, nggak cuman karena itu merch Ironsenpai jadi segitu harganya, enggak. Kita ada kualitasnya juga, gue yakin itu.
Make your dream come true, guys. Dreams really can happen.
Isinya rata-rata merch ukuran besar pengen laku kayak. Iya. Kita kemarin itu sih kayak takutan sih kegedean gitu loh. Jadi next time ya yang XXL ya.
Bring home the trophy, boy.
Okay, very simple words.
Give wingman knife. Anjir mau ngapain dia bawa knife tapi? Kualitasnya bagus kayak masih lebih adem daripada kebanyakan baju gua. Betul, adem. Itu salah satu baju adem tuh. Salah satu kelebihan di baju kita adalah adem di negara api ini. Negara yang panas ini butuh baju adem coy. Negara api kalah coy sama kita coy. Panas ya. Next time beli merch dapat bonus VP 9k. Kita yang bangkrut anjing. Hey. Kita yang rungkat, satu channel ini rungkat, gak ada lagi habis itu konten rungkat semua. Mintanya 9k VP anjing satu kali beli. Matamu 10 XL, ada tak manusia 10 XL anjir. Hey Ray Summer, welcome to the membership. Thank you to join member Ray Summer. Dipakai emoji ya biar abu-abu iri, let's go.
Sen is still really flexible in terms of where they can end.
Nanti merch bajunya kasih varian dong. Kita masih variannya belum banyak ya. Maksudnya warnanya gitu ya. Namanya juga baru satu baju. Santai. Kita masih produksinya kecil-kecilan anjir. Belum yang produksi gimana gitu yang banyak banget gitu. Gua belum suntik modal anjir. Mau gua seriusin sih sebenarnya. Tapi ya ini nunggu laku dulu nih ya, limited edition, tunggu selesai dulu nih kayaknya. Belum habis kan?
Second, actually giving up the ground when he hears the flash and the footsteps once more following up behind this one, but is it a refight called? He's still holding this one.
Abu nggak ada ya? Emang dari tadi nggak ada abu? Bentar, gue takutnya ini masih member only. Iya lagi. Pantesan dari tadi chatnya sepi aja, ternyata member only chat mulu dari tadi. Maafkan aku abu-abu. Maafkan aku, sumpah gue kagak sadar anjing.
18 health, sticking on the defuse. It's all 10.
Maafkan Maafkan aku gak sadar anjing.
That pistol round. They were in a 2v4, I think, at some point during that.
Should not have been possible.
Just doubled up from tens of John Cutie, finding that value in terms of the way that they were playing.
Goblok, pantesan dari tadi stream yang pertama itu juga kayak ada orangnya anjir.
Crazy good pistol round and Lev.
Ternyata habis membership anjir. Habis yang giveaway tadi belum gua ubah. Maaf ya abu-abu. Kalian terdiskriminasi beberapa menit ya. 36 menit. Anjir goblok.
This was without the plant money. Lev on.
Aduh, maaf ye. Padahal Sentinel udah 10-3 nih coy. 10-3 ya. Aman.
Revealing their hands with the early bullets coming through.
Pantesan kagak ada abu, baru sadar juga gue ya.
Sentinels not eager to fight.
Lihatnya ya, baru sadar gue coy.
Set the sights onto B main. Jiggle. Not punished by Mazzino. He grants.
Terdiskriminasi selama setengah jam. Lumayan. YMMA. Anjir berarti Ray Summer respect coy. Ray Summer saking pengennya ngechat dia jadi member dulu anjir.
Into B main and a call is being made here right at the minute mark. Well, slightly neutral with the satchel forward, still using the orb to cross into the site, and they're trying to flood attempt to defend this one left.
Iya kayak ya udah pasti karena itu sih Zip.
Just run straight wide there.
Udah gitu gue nanya ya tadi ya. Ini penontonnya 50 kok sepi ya chatnya. Terus sekarang tahu jawabannya, baru tahu sekarang babi.
Online with a neural theft that's going to be spotting out where any of these potential players are. And second, of course, he jumps on the chat. Remove 2 players left for Lev, and it's everything that has to be invested. It's a miracle if they win this one. They're gonna go for it. You have to at this point.
Oke Banci, emang sekarang banget nih, jam segini banget nih.
Jiggle peaks, watching for the high ground angle. They know where the last player is. An impossibility for King. Truly an impossibility. He'll do some damage.
Tingornya ngeri gitu. Masuk. Coy, menang coy. Sentinel menang dari Leviatán coy. Siapa yang mengira coy? Attackernya masih dapat coy. 2 angka bahkan. Udah semenit lalu kayak oke nanti ya. Tunggu break ini deh sekalian deh. Nonton dulu. Kopi bang, monggo ya.
Even better and quite bitter for Lev, honestly. Hard to swallow in this instance. You're right, Josh. You know, have to invest it all every single round just to stand a chance. Cautious at the beginning.
Kan sama John Cutie. Kalau jadi adik abang mirip ya. Lumayan.
King's playing into this.
By the way, yang kemarin dapat giveaway. Jangan lupa di story ya, biar bisa di-repost sama kita ya. Biar ada dokumentasi. Biar orang-orang tahu kita ada giveaway kemarin.
Into the feed, Tex. With that one, Aspas round to the side, but instantly traded off, and this is Sentinels storming and taking the lead with mid-control, but they back away. Call in for the pause in the round.
Yang Brazil bukan Sasi doang. Sasi doang sekarang justru Sasi doang. Lu salah pertanyaan lu. Pankada kan kagak masuk nih di Kickoff ini. Itu giveaway yang gun body sama spray gua bener nggak? Hah? Discord? Emang lu taruh Discord? Yang mana? Mana doi nggak tahu. Antara emang nggak dipakai atau visa issue nggak tahu deh Pankada.
Few advantages here for Lev in this situation. They've got 2 flashes.
Yang foto. Di chat room. Oh iya, Love Bite nih salah satunya, Love Bite. Terus in the pocket sama spray, ya betul. Emang dapat 3 item. Aku mau red gun body, aku aja belum punya. Gua aja belum punya anjing. Lu yang minta.
This is an absolute outclassing from Seiren on this map.
Lagian red gun body itu kayaknya nggak di-redeem deh sistemnya. Jadi langsung dimasukin sama pegawainya Riot gitu di ID lu. Jadi nggak redeem code gitu sistemnya seingat gua. Kalau red gun body.
every idea is there and tight for Sentinels on split.
Jangan kebanyakan GA kayak. Emang gua
Continues to
gua nggak
dominate on the entries.
ini cuman kemarin doang gua GA. Emang sebelum-sebelumnya ada GA anjir. Itu pun kan karena lagi ada acara GA-nya. Bukan karena setiap saat gua GA anjir. Aman.
Tap goes King, but the bullets don't land.
Kemarin tuh gua dikasih kode rindu sama Riot soalnya. Jadi ya gua kasih lah.
Orbs over the top.
Ya kali.
Already there's paranoia, bit of a
Tugas dari developer lu mau apa ayo kalau kayak gitu. Ditawarin nih ada kode mau giveaway nggak? Ya udah ambil gimana sih?
Bacot.
Bacot.
Fatlana Sitri baru saja memberikan 10.000. Komedi pagi hari lupa matiin member only chat.
Iya lagi. Thank you ya tapi donasi ya.
Positioning is it's a nasty one. You have to try and take the fight soon, and that's the cause of that flash.
Gua cuma memeriahkan apa hari grand final aja coy kemarin GA itu ya. Aman ye. Yang VCT tim kapsul tuh gua kalau itu tambahan dari gua. Kalau yang dapat VCT tim kapsul itu tambahan dari gua. Sama strike. Tunggu ada viewer gua juga baik hati itu. Map berapa? Baru satu aman. Nah, bisa gitu. Let's go bocil ten semuanya senang. Gua belum ke goa lagi kita coy. Aman coy. Goanya masih tutup. Let's go. Satu lagi. Jangan senang dulu sebaiknya tapi ya. Satu lagi coy, satu lagi. Aman. Sama ini sih kemarin tuh banyak giveaway-nya karena ini pertama karena emang lagi hari grand final. Terus kita juga lagi ini kan lagi ada event yang tim VCT kapsul itu kan. Karena lagi event itu baru apa sih namanya launching. Nah, kayak gitu. Makanya GA-nya banyak kemarin. Lagian kan GA-nya juga ada yang kecil, ada yang besar gitu kan. Yang kode promo tuh menurut gue salah satu GA yang kecil lah. Nggak semuanya gede gitu loh maksud gue. By the way, bentar, gue mau repost Instagram dulu. Gue mau coba repost punya Banshee, bentar. Min, aku ikut nonton tapi nyimak aja ya, bebas. Mau nyimak aja, mau kayang. Terserah Anda. Min, aku mau sekolah, doain lancar. Lancar sekolahnya kah? Lancar ke sekolahnya kah? Lancar apanya dulu nih? Momen GA-nya hoki sekali, kamu kayak kena semua. Maksudnya kena semua? Apanya yang kena semua? Mau sambil donate juga boleh, betul. Nih lihat, penonton gue saking seringnya di sini, dia jadi ikut kapitalis. Gak perlu gue yang mengingatkan. Sudah ada yang mengingatkan anjir. Tadi apa nih? Close friend doang nih. Bagaimana? Legend, ada tulisan legendnya anjir. Donate adalah kunci, betul. Donate adalah kunci dari keberlangsungan channel ini. Tanpa donate, aku tidak bisa membuat merch. Banshee, ini kayaknya story lu cuma buat close friend ya? Gara-gara lu cuma buat close friend ya ini ya? Banshee ya? Kayaknya kalau close friend kayak gini kagak bisa di-repost deh. Orangnya hilang tapi coy.
Bacot.
Stray baru saja memberikan 10.000. Awali pagi ini dengan mendonate ya guys
Nah,
ya.
ritual pagi itu memang begini sebenarnya. Apa itu ritual pagi? Gosok gigi, makan pagi nggak ada. Donate dulu bro. Bangun tuh harusnya donate dulu. Doktrin apa lagi ini? Babi. Yo yang dapat giveaway kemarin laporan lewat story ya, lewat story biar bisa gua repost. Bentar. Apa? Gaji gift membership 50 ya? Hah? Kok baru tahu omongan ini yang punya channel? Halo Farizim, by the way, welcome to the stream. Nunggu datang ya Minkai. Oh kalau lu emang, kalau Kurakun ya emang nunggu barangnya aja. Yang Desmet ISO juga nanti gue minta itu. Yang menang itu ya di storyin ya. Yang udah dapat dulu aja, Oke, kita coba punyanya Bansi. Harusnya udah aman sih Bansi ya. Semoga aja aman. Bentar, gue mau bikin repost yang alay dulu, bentar. Aneh ya, thank you so much. Pagi Min, walaupun sakit tetap nonton YouTube. Anjay, itu sakit apa Abdul? Kenapa? Kalau sakit hati gue tabok lo ya tapi. Yokai bisa alay ternyata. Ya mencoba. Ntar. Harusnya. Ini aja nih. Thank you. Terus ada kembang apinya kan di story-nya harus ada kembang api dong. Kan ini sebuah perayaan, ada orang yang beli merch-nya Senpai. Gitu ya. Jadi kita kasih kembang api. Bentar, kembang apinya yang rame yang mana? Nih kembang api. Nah. Kembang api. Terus ada apa lagi guys? Ada apa lagi? Ada apinya. Bentar. Bentar. Let me cook. Let me cook bro. Let me cook. Merch masih ada yang masih mau merchnya Irsen Senpai. Silakan. I mean kalau masih ada tulisannya tanda seru merch tuh berarti ada dong. Nih, ya. Persediaan semakin menipis. Silakan langsung dibeli. Nah, ada apinya. Kok nggak keluar? Ya udahlah, nggak usah. Kayak gini aja kali ya. Oke. Dah, harusnya bisa Bansi, harusnya bisa. Bentar. Ini gue lagi nge-repost punya Bansi nih, sabar ya. Repost IG story-nya dia. Habis beli ini. Buat yang beli merch. Ya betul, limited edition tidak akan diproduksi lagi. Gimana Banci? Udah keluar nggak IG story-nya? Harusnya aman sih ini. Di tempat gua sih udah keluar ya. Udah ada. Aman coy.
Bacot.
Bacot.
Bansi baru saja memberikan 10.000. Akhirnya, love ulah kai, yu, gw pos ik aja trier, bgt kakak.
Tenang. Keberhasilan akan diberikan kepada orang yang mencoba terus coy. Anjay. Aman. Sudah bisa. Buset, masih streaming kah dari kemarin? Iya, Avan. Iya, dari kemarin, betul. Kuat kan aku kan? Jago kan? Kurang alay kah? Iya, gimana dong? Tingkat kealayanku cuma segitu. Babi, achievement gak tuh? Kayaknya kalau sampai achievement berlebihan sih. Antara berlebihan atau achievement lu kurang anjing. Hei, cari achievement yang lain. Oke, Amo, thank you ya, Amo sudah mampir by the way. Iya. Apakah gua beli 2 atau 1? Gimana kalau 3? Satu keluarga gitu. Nanti hidupnya santai jadi nggak muluk-muluk, jadi achievementnya sederhana aja ya, nggak usah ngoyo, nggak usah nyantai aja bro. Map keberapa nih lo? Ada ini nih, lihat gambarnya nih, nih. Map keberapa nih? Nih. Map keberapa nih? Lihat sendiri. Ya kabur. Pas digedein hilang. Bangke ya udahlah. Ente. Tadi menang kaya tadi map 1 menang. Siapa yang menyangka coba? Menang lawan Leviatán. Ngomong kasihan kemarin Fuyu WP nggak punya pintu. Ya belum dibikin. Tapi pintunya sebenarnya sudah bisa, lobbynya nggak ada. Pintunya mau kemana? Ke black hole. Nggak ada coy. Kalau gue kan pintu keluarnya lobby ya. Dia pintu mau kemana? Kayak itu yang blonde machine gun kayak apa? Ini apa lagi? Lu tuh referensi lu tuh kayaknya kejauhan dari gue deh. Gue tuh kagak ngerti anjing. Machine gun Kelly apaan? Rapper kayak nggak tahu, sumpah gue nggak tahu anjir. Pedangdut. Dari rapper ke pedangdut lumayan jauh ya. Ada tuh rapper pedangdut sekarang, baru tahu tuh gue. Pagi-pagi enaknya join membership nggak sih? Iya. Pagi-pagi mending membership biar kalau admin yokai lupa ganti settingan chat masih bisa chat. Anjing lah. Waduh bagi banget. Iya, ini bahkan udah map kedua ini Scars kuy. Kapitalis kelihatan loh. Emang saya kapan menutupi? Emang kapan kapitalisnya ditutupi anjir? Yang pertanyaannya itu, Avan Rafli is real. Dia langsung jadi membership. Respect, thank you Avan. Dipakai emojinya Avan. Biar yang abu-abu lainnya iri, let's go. Damin, iya. Gue cuma ngasih tahu. Mantap, thank you. Anda di jalur yang tepat. Anjir, masih bronze. Iya, di awal bronze semua, yang abu, yang iron. Kamu udah naik level dong. Naik rank, I mean. Semuanya start di bronze. Kalau membership. By the way, mulai. Di Breeze map bawaannya Leviatán aja. Leviatán naga air, mainnya di air. Make sense.
Make usage maybe of the range on the map, the long distance duels. Sentinels, hello.
Jadi sesat, lumayan sesat sih kalau gitu. Dapat 2 tiba-tiba. Flash by Tens. Aja itu support flashnya Tens squad itu. Dapat 2.
Leviatán taking control of B here. There is still a trip on the site. But you got to imagine with how comfortable Sentinels look playing retake on split.
Oke, dikasih side B. Kosongan. Main bersama, kekuatan persahabatan. The power of friendship. Tidak perlu pick satu-satu, pick bersama. Nah tuh yang dipakai Zekan tuh love bite tuh. Itu Lenovo tuh yang dipakai Seiren sekarang gun body-nya di ghostnya dia. Itu yang giveaway kemarin guys. Giveaway kemarin yang kode-kode itu dapatnya itu tuh. Apa? Gun body-nya. Loh. Loh.
How has he pulled these kills off?
Kok begitu?
They came into the room with 3 sheriffs. 2 of them dropped to the floor instantly because Sen had that lovely pop flash play in. And Sen looked, again, disciplined, controlled.
Oh, ente sih, ente dah.
Doesn't matter.
Oh, tiba-tiba rata maksud gua.
What a beginning.
Sayang sekali.
Particular, idea or play or team play that really wins that. But the individuals on Leviatán pulling through.
Gila. Tasi kena kaki itu udah tuh. Lihat darah tinggal 5 anjir. Nice flash. Tuh dari tadi flashnya kuat tuh. Pelajarin flash yang itu coy. Kalau kalian KO main di Breeze, kalian harus pelajarin flash yang itu. Bagus banget flashnya. Dari tadi itu.
And that's a really common setup as well. It's not like Tens is innovating there with that flash.
No, it's pretty simple.
Same kind of feel to this as
Wah, dikasih lagi B-nya coy.
They haven't lost as many players, but it's still disadvantage for Leviatán coming into B.
Tapi dari Sentinel udah satu hit tuh. Beberapa orang, Steelseries sama Sasi 1 hit.
But with 4 pistols, they shouldn't really be favored in any of these long-range engagements.
They really shouldn't. Shots, 2 in a chamber, enough to get the job done for Aspas. Reload, reposition. Knife dealt with on top of it. Lovely damage there from the spam. It just looks curtains here.
Udah sih rada sulit sih emang ini. Apalagi dia pakai outlaw anjir. Penghancur meta-meta shield kecil ataupun tak bershield.
We haven't really seen anyone tear it up with the outlaw recently.
Anjay, itu Ray Summer tuh katanya mau give member. Jadi yang abu-abu harus memperlihatkan diri dulu. Kalian absen dulu yang abu-abu. Sama Ray Summer katanya mau di give.
And the Sen players playing to deny those ult orbs that Aspas would love to have gone online.
Keluar semua. Dengerin give member langsung keluar semua. Babi emang. Kalau ada iming-imingnya baru keluar anjing.
In general, I think this map, on both sides, you're going to see the same kind of combo. The primary smokes players for both teams have swapped over to play KO, to play the initiator.
Bukannya random ya? Iya, mau ngeliat aja di mana nih abu-abunya gitu loh. Penasaran yang mau give, penasaran nih jangan-jangan hijau semua udah. Kalau hijau semua ngapain di give? Maksudnya kan gitu ya.
Lobbed over into mid just to feign like
dapat 5 coy. Ray Summer, thank you. Respect Ray Summer baru jadi member langsung nge-give member. Respect coy. 5 lagi. Thank you ya. Berterima kasih yang dapat berterima kasih kepada Ray Summer. Terima kasih kepada Ray musim panas. Saya pakai emojinya sekarang ya.
taken out of the fight. Pop flash play, 10 to the reclip. There's a smoke drop down. Aspas is getting out of there once more.
Akhirnya aku mau ya lagi.
In numbers, playing with the rest of them. This
Perpanjang dong.
a bit skew with across the team.
Masa obengan kagak perpanjang lu?
Tasted fall. He was playing onto the flank there. They don't really have to worry about the mid presence as much, but
Yang hijau ngapain climb mau gak tahu juga dah, serah dia dah.
wonderful chance here.
Anjir, ada white fatalis nggak tuh?
Flash, Mazzino.
Crimsonnya mana coy? Crimson fatalisnya mana?
Still there, active.
White fatalis aja nih.
Here with the outlaw cage up. Needs to be held.
Yuk, dapat yuk, dapat yuk.
Half onto the defuse.
Teruskan. Ya ampun. Bonus cairnya untuk Leviatán coy. Wah, emang map mainnya Leviatán ini coy.
And you can see that they put some serious thought.
Emang mapnya Leviatán anjir.
There was an opportunity there for
Kasih
Aspas
paham,
to
coy,
walk
main
down
bridge.
walls to find the opener, and instead it actually drew so much pressure away that Tex was able to
Big Joe, apaan Big Joe?
Second. On the defense side,
Didukung naga air.
it's really difficult to cover all of the lanes on Breeze now that Halls has been re-added. And if Lev are gonna play this
Iya,
kind
tahun
of
ini
slow
tahun
pace
naga
style,
lagi, walaupun tahun ini naga kayu ya.
increase the tempo.
Kalau
But,
di-
here we're seeing a nice slow round.
Di
played
Cina
pretty
tuh nih lagi naga kayu. Sekarang tuh, tapi tetap naga. Jadi tahunnya Leviatán kan. Ada naganya yang penting.
The A main fight.
Another round where Leviatán are
Skip
pushing
lagi
people
bang sampai aku dapat anjir malak kalau itu anjing.
Now we don't see a trip at the end of Halls.
Itu terserah orangnya mau lagi apa enggak.
It is fairly
Memang
uncomfortable
Leviatán
to have people
naga air.
push into the defender's spawn.
Here.
But having that trip there is just such peace of mind.
10 besok dah anjir. Besok kagak ada acara apa-apa deh kayaknya.
Zekken is forced
Pas
to give
VCL
up
aja kalau nggak Ray
no
Summer.
utility to hold that area.
Kalau emang mau pas VCL Indonesia.
And this I think for Leviatán
Itu
is
kayaknya kan
really
jamnya
something.
rada-rada siang ya kayaknya kalau nggak salah seingat gua. Jadi yang nonton lebih banyak.
Themselves at the start of the round,
Pas lagi banyak.
have a trip there every
Ini
time.
kan lagi pagi soalnya nih.
Or start pulling people away from the outside.
Masih muka bantal semua. VCL Indo WP. Gua berencana WP. VCL dimana kayak masih online deh yang awal-awal deh kayaknya. Gak tau deh kalau nanti ada event offline di mana deh. Dikasih tahu cara main coy di Breeze coy.
Make their way up to 4.
Which is already more rounds than they got in the entirety of Split.
Yeah.
So you can see here that the map making an enormous
The real bangun
difference.
kesiangan rezeki dipatok ayam anjay.
Making an enormous difference. You think back to Split, they weren't able to convert.
0-4 gini cuy.
Here, huge amount of momentum coming in.
Kayaknya Sentinel udah boleh.
But now they're also starting to
Ben
get
map
ultimates that can
Breeze-nya
affect the
kah?
economy further. Aspas 8-1. He's a player that had to come online and has so far. Bladestorm in his pocket.
Aku baru bangun tidur buka HP langsung join membership. Memang harusnya dalam apa? Dapat memberikan 1 giveaway membership lagi. Halo, thank you. Siapa tuh yang dapat? Willy dapat lagi, Willy. Congrats lah. Welcome back. Ini bukan Will. Beda lagi. Beda Willy. Ada Y-nya yang ini. Yang NT Will tuh beda.
Now an attempt to exec.
The knife is fantastic there. It just tells Aspas that there's nobody playing towards sight.
Gue tadi mau ngomong apa lagi? Urutan kehidupan, urutan setelah bangun tidur tuh emang harusnya membership dulu sih emang. Emang bener anjir. Mengawali hari itu emang kayak gitu harusnya.
Warning shot second. Hello.
Anjir, Atta memberikan 5 gift membership juga. Gokil. Thank you Atta. Anjir gokil nih. Member baru gua gokil anjir. Baru bronze semua loh ini. Baru bronze semua loh yang nge-gift. Awe juga nih pelatihan ngasih gift juga 1. Thank you. Sumpah thank you banget. Respect. Bagi-bagi berkah. Jadi nggak, itu kan jadi nggak nyesel kan live pagi hari.
Another great round from
Bekerja mendapatkan membership.
Slow from Sentinels.
TG ya, yang baru dapat bisa dicoba pakai emojinya by the way.
You probably want to be so much faster than they were.
Awali pagi Senin dengan chat hijau aja.
Looking for Com. who's always on a flank, always on alert when it comes to post plans. But the
Klaim kagak ada klaim. Ini lagi yang udah membership nge-claim juga. Gimana ceritanya?
just made it so much
Mana
more difficult
bisa?
for Sentinels to get into good retake positions early on. Now Zekken, because he had the blade storm.
Aku masih abu min, ente buat kamu. Sentinel juga masih 0. Di bawah ke sana.
Sentinels defense just
Sentinel juga masih 0 kok.
with the ult and the
Kamu cuma abu doang. Ya oke, hey, halo this one, welcome. Selamat pagi, silakan makan. Yang butuh sarapan silakan bersarapan dulu. Halo Amin Yokai, halo Dark Lotus, welcome. Jangan lupa di like ya. Katanya sih yang nggak dapat itu mungkin karena nggak nge-like. Ayo aku mainkan kartu like-nya. Perpanjangan membership gimana? Dia tiap bulan kalau lu nggak cancel, dia bakalan otomatis, Ray. Ingat gua kayak gitu. Lu bisa cancel kapan aja, tapi kalau mau lanjut, ya itu, dia otomatis. Kalau nggak lu cancel. Anjir, karena lo juga. Wah gila, ini ada apa ini? Ada acara apa ini Senin-Senin anjir? Oh banyak yang nge-give membership anjir. Thank you karena lo. 5 lagi coy. Anjir, ngapain gua nonton ini ya? Mending lihat ini aja udah. Gokil. Bagi-bagi gacor coy. Bagi-bagi gacor dan banyak yang tidak dapat. Kair pagi-pagi Irsen, iya anjir. Thank you ya, karena lo juga. Penin berkah anjir. Udah berapa tuh new membernya anjir? Di sini sih tulisannya 19 ya. Gokil.
Completely in control here. Sentinels was going for an anti-KO ult setup where John QT had
Masih 06. Berasa panjang kalau kalah emang.
Cam was watching the middle of the map. They had, as far as they were
Lebih dari 19, mungkin belum kau baca sama YouTube-nya. Di tempat gue soalnya masih new membersnya tulisannya 19 sih.
We were able to find the opener onto 10s and then crush Zekken afterwards too. Lever finding
6-0 masih. Masih banget.
And it's unusual because we started out this map with Sentinels actually being the
normal day Senin pagi. Iya ya. Senin pagi loh. Gue pikir ramenya bakal pas grand final kemarin anjir. Ternyata berkahnya di hari Senin anjir.
Yeah, they didn't win the round towards the end because King got a crazy 4K with the Sheriff. But the idea made sense and the idea was working.
Baru timeout kah? Iya lagi baru timeout mereka. Timeout pertama Sentinel harusnya jadi 4-0 pertama itu udah timeout bro.
They just don't seem to have an ability to get back in. Lever so happy to fight them as they're trying to take that space.
Yeah, really just backside positions being held by Sen. Perhaps that conditioning that you were talking about earlier with the halls lurks.
Bentar, diajarin main bris ini gimana dong?
To try and watch that angle.
I mean,
to go for that push.
I think that round was a good example of it there in round 6 because they had a camera set up in Nest that could have watched that area. And then they had Sassy watching it.
Oke, lanjut.
And John QT in a passive position over towards yellow.
Yo, Mars juga memberikan 5 gift membership. Let's go. Let's go. Another one.
Ridiculous. I mean, as fast he picked up this.
Enggak salah. Another 5. Let's go. Thank you, Mars. Berterima kasih yang dapat ya sama sponsornya masing-masing. Yang dari tadi dapat gift membership. Dan ada orangnya, silakan berterima kasih kepada sponsornya. Di matchnya lagi pembantaian, di sini bagi-bagi bahan sosial lagi. Jadi nggak berasa gini kalahnya. Ini strike juga masih belum dapat anjir. Tuh guys, emang ini nih random. Bahkan mod aja kagak dapat aja dari tadi. Sebanyak ini nih, gift membernya nih, kagak dapat modnya. Emang adil coy, ini adil semua ini. Adil coy, adil.
Extremely different approach in this round from Sentinels.
Admin Yokai kata kawan saya, Pepperex kalah, iya kalah tapi nggak apa-apa, yang penting dapat slot Madrid. Udahan. Kita balas di Madrid aja nanti.
Absolute beauty with that one. Sassy opens the door wide. Is the face 3 players in main.
Akhirnya pecah telurnya coy, pecah telurnya, time out memberikan hasil. Pecah telur.
On the defense side, then it's going to catch Leviatán off guard a little. It's a huge thrifty to get them back into the game. They're still at an enormous round deficit. 11 now gonna have to adjust a little bit.
Pecah.
Tex was not ready for that push at all. He had a cam in
Tripti ya?
elbow. Could have been
Ada triptinya kah itu? Oh enggak. Cuman satu serif kayaknya. Oh tripti coy, hitungannya tripti itu.
See if Lev make any adjustments here.
Tripti cuy. Udah pecah telur tripti lagi.
Zeno looks like they're making
Boleh.
It's been placed for double doors and A.
Skarskuy juga memberikan satu gift membership. Thank you Skarskuy. Dan ada Kriswanto, silakan berterima kasih kepada sponsornya. Ini udah hijau masih ngeklaim gimana ceritanya? Kayak apa kisahnya? Apa ikam kayak itu? Anjir bahasa banjir gue keluar anjir gara-gara kemarin balik.
That's super bizarre.
Ketahuan sama camnya. Posisinya open plan kayak gitu. Mau kerja dulu bye guys. Thank you Skarskuy by the way. Thank you udah mampir. Thank you udah kasih member. Semangat kerjanya coy.
Zekken has dominated this round
with shots.
Pasti dibanjir makan naskun. Cuman sekali tapi yang penting gue naskun dapat. Cuman sekali sih, cuman dapat naskunnya. Dapat coy. Kira sampai bubuhan juga kak. Cuman gue yang dari banjir. Fuyu mah orang Jakarta emang. Kemarin baru balik. Ini baru balik buat ngerayain ulang tahun nyokap. Waduh. Bahkan tidak perlu pakai senjata aneh-aneh. 26 coy. Dapat momentum Sentinel. Tens bunuh nol. Dia supporter mati anjir. Support mati anjir. Soto gue mana kayak, Gue kagak sempet. Soto banjir gue kagak sempet. Kagak sempet gue sumpah. Cuma nasi kuning doang yang gue sempet makan.
Now Zekken's gonna have the operator. Sens still need to play aggressive off the back of this though. They can't afford to just let Lev get.
Sens tuh orang baik, gak suka bunuh-bunuhan. Masa gitu anjir. Asisnya dapat 6. Iya dia tuh ngasis mulu. Soalnya pakai KO kan. Asisnya jago emang dia. Line up nerd. Naskun lauk merah yang daging ya kayak kemarin gue dapatnya yang ayam sih. Dibeliin sama koko gue soalnya. Jadi dapatnya yang ayam. Yang penting bumbu merah sih. Soalnya nasi kuning bumbu merah cuma di Banjar, cok. Yang gua tahu ya setidaknya ya. Gua lagi nabung, maaf ya kagak give member dulu. Aman Fadlan, nggak ada paksaan di sini. Kenapa Anda merasa jadi terpaksa harus give member? Aman. Buat yang mau aja. Emang di Jakarta nasi kuningnya nggak bumbu merah? Seingat gue cuma di Banjar, seingat gue. Gue kan pernah cobain nasi kuning yang di Surabaya juga kan, lebih kayak nasi campur, nggak ada bumbu merahnya. Cara memakai nasi kuningnya tuh kayak nasi campur gitu.
So much more proactive from Sentinels in these last 3 rounds.
Tumben kan jiwa kapitalis lu nggak keluar lah. Gue sih menerima ya sekarang. Menerima banyak gift member udah. Tidak perlu berjiwa kapitalis dapat tuh. Harganya sama kakak. Nah itu kan tergantung ya kalau harga ya. Tergantung tempat. By the way Tens akhirnya pecah telur. Tens juga udah pecah telur guys. Aman. Bisa ini ngejar. Leviatán sekarang TO. Nasi kuning kok merah? Bukan nasi kuningnya yang merah. Nasi kuningnya di kombonya sama bumbu merah. Lauknya tuh biasanya kalau di Banjar tuh ada telur, ada ayam, ada daging, ada haruan. Haruan tuh ikan by the way ya, ikan haruan. Iwak.
Now they're really having to work for it and fight for the
Biasanya
map.
gitu.
This 6-round buffer that they had to work with at the beginning is quickly been
Lapar. Ya makan lah, makan pagi bro. Udah jam berapa ini? Jam 7 coy di sini.
can sense it.
Iwak opo itu? Gimana jelasannya? Apa iwak haruan gimana? Ya ikan haruan, aku tahunya cuma itu anjir.
Managed to get themselves onto a side, potentially the Hunter's Fury.
Hey Clara, welcome to the membership Clara.
No, in the past, this guy.
Thank you DJ member, dipakai emojinya biar yang lain iri. Let's go.
We'll see though. Might be critical tools of the Viper's pit as
Menjawab, hey gue lapar.
into a post
Ya makan. Hey, makan.
And I actually think one of the things that Leviatán is missing a little bit
Ampun.
are those
Ikan gabus.
aggressive lurks that you
Iya,
would
kayaknya ikan gabus deh.
potentially
Seingat
expect from
gue
somebody
juga
else,
iya.
but Texas not
Ikan
been
gabus
working
kayaknya,
too
iya,
much.
betul.
Here's the peak up over the top. Second did this in a prior round as well.
Has to respect though when the dark comes over and as players hot on the heels. No,
Soto lebaran tuh yang gua tahu bedanya sama yang lain tuh soto Banjar tuh
into the wild.
ini kuahnya bening.
Tag there, pushing
Biasanya kan kalau soto lain tuh kayak itu kan creamy gitu kan modelannya kan. Kalau soto Banjar tuh lebih ke bening gitu.
Second now has to worry about two angles.
Yeah, there's a massive gap right now. In theory, Lev could have walked into nest. And so Sassy's taking this timing to re-drone holes and walk down. Sassy's taking some portion of the map away, but again, in theory, there could be a lurker
Ikan asin, kenapa ikan asin?
for Lev. Sen calling the bluff.
Yap, betul pakai perkedel juga. Soto Banjar ya, betul. Enak.
Down at the feet. Flash through as well.
Kenapa lo memberikan 5 gift membership lagi? Let's go. Thank you. Kenapa jadi bahas makanan? Maaf. Yang dapat dari Kanavalo, silakan berterima kasih kepada Kanavalo, sponsornya, sponsor ijo-ijo gamingnya. Gila ini penonton gue lagi baik-baiknya nih, karena mereka melihat tragedi tadi sih, melihat tragedi abu-abu didiskriminasi, mereka langsung membela para abu-abu anjir. Gokil, keren, solid. Thank you ya. Membela hak abu-abu coy. Gokil.
Overall, we've seen that defensive combo of the Cypher and Jet work out really well.
No one leaves behind ya.
But instead,
No one leaves behind in chat.
ready for Aspas doing the
Literally.
setup. Mazzino's ult online. That's probably going to force Sentinels to play an anti-K ult setup. Previously,
Iya, by the way, kalian bisa claim ini wallpaper HP buat para member. Kalian ke tab membership di channel gua ya, di channel Senpai. Itu ada membership tab. Nah, kalian coba scroll ke bawah-bawah tuh. Itu ada kita bagi-bagi membership punya wallpaper HP. Iya, betul. Wallpaper desktop tunggu ya, beneran nih kalau wallpaper desktop tunggu ada waktunya. Sumpah. Belum sempat ngapa-ngapain gua. Gak usahakan nanti bikin deh. Desktop tuh ukuran berapa sih harusnya ya? Yang gede berapa sih? Desktop 2560 atau berapa ya? 1440 ya? Gitu ya kalau nggak salah ya? Resolusinya. Nanti gua cek lagi, Yang chat hijau semua aman Kisumi. Jangan minder. 144p ya kali. Dulu gua pasang tuh wallpaper buatan yokai semenjak ada anak wallpaper Irsen tergantikan. Hah? Kenapa?
The advantage now for Leviatán once more, but even out, but right back at you. I mean,
mau gua bikin yang gede sekalian, soalnya kan sekarang kan ukuran monitor kan macam-macam ya. Ukuran monitor ada yang gede banget gitu, ada yang kecil, jadi ya udahlah, gua bikin resolusinya yang bagus sekalian dulu lah. Halo Iwan, by the way, welcome to the stream. Welcome. Ini yang dapat giveaway tadi nih. Welcome. Dipakai emojinya.
So for Sen, you need to fight in this final round.
Buat 144p aja anjir. Ngapain anjir? Tuh gua gambar mozaik anjir kalau kayak gitu. Berasa disensor anjir gambar gua.
Veteran presence on the team.
Gila Aspas, iya Strike, nanti nama anakmu jadiin Aspas ya. Aspasin. Kenapa lo berikan satu gift membership lagi? Kisumi dia baru aja tadi ngechat tiba-tiba dapet Kisumi. Congrats dah buat lu dah.
Players and bodies.
Nice.
Sentinels were finding a difficult.
Tapi gak tahu udah ngilang apa enggak orangnya. Thank you karena follow by the way.
Looking to see whether a flank is possible. King with double snake bite already playing.
Dan strike masih gak dapet. Iya lagi. Yang belum like di like dulu ya by the way ya. Siapa tahu dengan nge-like stream ini bisa menambah persentase dapat gift membership. Wallpaper desktop ntar buat yang pixel. Jujur aja gue nggak bisa bikin pixel art anjir. Gue kasih lu apa omongan di depan dulu nih biar nggak ditagih gue. Gue nggak bisa bikin pixel art. Itu bukan bidang gue. Wallpaper langsung ke itu, langsung ke membership, punya community tab. Di situ ada linknya, bisa di download.
Let's do this again, shall we? Right now. In any case, so guys, we got Sentinels fan, we got Leviatán fan, we got a hot crowd. How you guys feeling today?
Bentar.
Sweet. All right. Well, okay. So Leviatán are looking fantastic right now. What do they need to do in the
Terus nanti kalian scroll. Oh, pantesan nggak ada gambarnya makanya kalian bingung ya. Nih. Gua kasih lihat. Nih. Di sini nih. Tab membership nih, ada tab membership nih. Kalian ke sini. Scroll sampai ini, sampai yang ini. Ini kalian bisa download di sini untuk apa wallpaper gratis ya untuk HP ya, untuk HP. Semoga tercerahkan yang baru dapat membership. Oke ya. Pamit semuanya mau mencari cuan dulu buat membership. Aman strike, thank you udah mampir.
I already said it once. I'm gonna say it again. It's all about Zaddy. It's the entire thing going on. Okay. It's all about Zaddy. It's about Zelsis.
Gue baru tahu, iya. Soalnya udah kelewatan harus scroll ke bawah dulu community tabnya.
I mean, we got everything going on for Sen City right now.
So. Well, as someone who also has the ball buff, I do appreciate you mentioning my guy Sasi over there. All right, but we got a little bit of time, so
pagi-pagi Lito, welcome.
Who do you think's gonna win? Sentinels? Or what about Leviatán? What about Sentinels?
Bang lu prefer Oni Phantom atau RGX? Oni, masih Oni.
Two of my favorite people in the world. We got Bren and Sideshow. Give these guys a massive round of applause for coming up here last minute. Take it away, boys.
All right, listen, I thought I misheard stuff. Heard the word Zaddy, and then it was repeated 2 more times. And I was wondering who's that referred to. Then I found out it was Zelsis.
Absolutely. Are you unaware?
Revealing too much of my inner monologue.
This is going to be an extraordinarily important pistol round.
Phantom Oni sama Recon, gue masih Phantom Oni sih kalau gue ya.
On the pistol, but this time on defense seems to make a little more sense to me. Zekin cannot afford to take a duel there, but he
3 map kah? Mungkin tampaknya begitu. So far. Leviatánnya mendominasi banget di first half.
They were stoked after map 1. And how outrageously one-sided split was. Sen looked completely clean with it. But they are going to have to work to get this one even back to close.
Oke, dukung mana? Bocil Sens. Bocil Stance. Bocil Stance di sini.
All over the place at the beginning of the defensive setup.
Ya sabar kalian yang mau wallpaper ya. Itu yang gambar gua sendiri soalnya. Bukan ada ilustrator sendiri gitu, enggak. Gua sendiri, cok. Guanya aja lagi WP terus kemarin pas Pasifik. Gimana mau gambar?
Two players close to default. 10 second with a jump spot.
Ya bayangin aja masih banyak yang harus gue kerjain. Itu bahkan itu apa simper fuyu udah minta PNG-nya fuyu lagi, gimana kan banyak ini. Request-requestnya udah banyak. Sabar. Oke, Avan Ramli. Master Madrid kapan? Tengah Maret. Mulainya 14 kalau nggak salah. Gue lupa. 10 atau 14 gitu, gue lupa. Jadi pertengahan Maret lah. No way. Let's go. Masih ada harapan kah? Dan alternate WP ya Min Kai. Gua tuh dulu ada stream gameplay, tapi lama-lama gua lihat kayaknya gue fokusnya ke WP aja deh. Makanya sejak tahun ini gue banyak watch party-nya. Tahun lalu gue nggak sebanyak ini watch party-nya. Dan tahun lalu pun gue juga baru dapat official watch party pun pas di champion sih. Makanya sekarang baru mulai yang regular seasonnya juga.
Playing off site post plant lineups, yeah. Everyone knows the pain of that. They're gambling that this one's going to finish on A.
PPX tetap ke Madrid, tetap. Jadi tiap region itu top 2-nya. Jadi siapapun yang masuk grand final di Kickoff-nya itu dua-duanya masuk ke Madrid ya. Bedanya kalau menang dapat tambahan championship point. Halo Bocil Tens juga. Bener kan? Anda juga bocil Tens kan? Kalau bukan saya kick loh. Bercanda ya. Aman ya. Anda mau bocil aspas juga boleh kok. Boleh. Gue juga suka aspas, aman. Upset kan, halo David, welcome. Gue tahu channel ini karena rekomendasi WP dari channel orang lain. Anjay, siapa tuh Venatus? Aku bocil aspas, mantap. Lu yang Amerika ini yang masuk apa aja, kayak kemarin tuh gue mikirnya bakalan Leviatán ya. Ternyata kayaknya Leviatán pas ketemu Laut ya, menang Laut kemarin. Gue kaget loh. Sebenarnya gue megangnya Leviatán anjir. Jadi yang pasti kayaknya satu tuh kayaknya ya, menurut gue bakalan salah satunya Laut sih kayaknya. Kayaknya ya. Aku bocil Tens dari CSGO anjir. Ampun sepuh. Ampun, aku nggak tahu scene CSGO sepuh. Aku baru tahu Tens dari Valorant. Energi, oh ya energi juga potensial. Bisa jadi energi sama Laut. Kalau kayak gini kelihatannya. Nah, gue dukung Leviatán gara-gara lu kayak kirain kuat. Gue yakin bakalan jadi nanti sih. I mean, lihat aja potensinya ada coy. Potensinya ngeri loh Leviatán ini.
On these bonuses, you tend to have weaker weaponry. Guardian in the hands of Zekken, double bulldog.
Ada potensinya. Kita lihat aja nanti satu season ini. Ini kan masih awal-awal season nih. Belum kelihatan semua sebenarnya. Izin Min, mau istirahat dulu biar besok seger. Buger bisa main Valo, hah? Oh, besok? Tadi pagi hari. Hari ini baru ganti hari. Gimana sih? Oh, udah besok lagi loh. Gua tahu dari komen di YouTube Christopher Devin. Oh, ada nama gua di YouTube-nya dia. Tiba-tiba ada gitu. Gue tahu Christopher Devin ya. Maksudnya nggak kenal, maksudnya gue tahu channel itu. Tiba-tiba ada nama gue kesebut di situ. Ya tipes, kayak siapa lagi nih tipes? Hah, siapa lagi tipes? Christopher Devin supremasi aja. Nonton yokai dari mana-mana, pada akhirnya pasti bakal nyampur ke sana sini ya. Terus ujung-ujungnya bakalan kayak cocok-cocokan kan? Pada akhirnya bakalan cocok-cocokan. Gua nanya rekomendasi sih WP orang Indo, anjay. Gua direkomendasikan, mantap. Udah mulai melebarkan sayap kah kita? Enggak, jangan kita deh. Sentinel dulu deh. Sen. Ya ampun, kalah angle. Kupikir mau melebarkan sayap. 5-10. Entek.
The economy is now in a really odd spot for Sentinels. Tens bought that round. They wanted to add more power to the buy.
Ayo lebarkan sayapmu, Irsenku. Iya, dicoba. Pelan-pelan, pelan-pelan. Pelan-pelan, tapi targetnya 100.000 subscribers tahun ini. Pelan-pelan dari mana, goblok? Harusnya ngebut dong, ngebut. Yokai masih ada nggak sih, guys? Masih ada tuh Yokai itu masih ada tuh. Padahal istilah itu kayak cuma bercandaan doang, anjir.
Tens has the ult online, and you can see what that's done. The Cypher on the other side.
Yokai semua anjir. Semuanya ada.
Well away from the setup. The goal is that B split.
Kayak kemarin Jogimo pakai deadlock di VCT. Iya, kemarin ada yang ngasih tahu. Tapi gua kagak nonton, jadi kagak tahu udah performanya kayak gimana. Anjir, belum mati nih orang. Gimana ceritanya nih orang belum mati dan malah matiin orang? Aspas kamu ya. Ya memang aspas sih ya, mau apa coba? 2 lawan 3 dah. 2 lawan 3. Tens darahnya Oh, tensnya ini ya, ulti ya. Anti.
It's a fantastic flash. I called it out in a prior round, right? The B split, tens flashes for Zekken to be.
Belum ada pergerakan unik kayak Champions tahun lalu ini. Iya, kayaknya emang timnya. Kalau timnya nggak segacor kayak EG tahun lalu, kayaknya dia nggak bisa dapet celahnya deh. Kayaknya gitu deh. Maksudnya EG kemarin kan lu lihat aja tembakannya kayak gimana. Semuanya bisa nembak, coy. Boostio aja lo IGL bisa nembak, cok. Liatin aja dia di Hunter Tip aja, dia pakai Seiren aja kayak gimana tuh nembaknya. Aspas atau Demon One? Gue masih Aspas sih kalau gue ya.
11-5, second timeout now, tens. Sitting at the bottom of the scoreboard at 5-14, maybe a bit of that.
Halo, Mousepad aja di welcome. Jangan lupa di like.
The thing is, I really like a lot of the utility that Tens is throwing, but because he's playing so supportively, he's not in his common positions where he's, super tight to Zekken, ready to trade the kills, that kind of thing.
It's a hard roll.
So yeah, he's being put into a slightly more supportive.
Boostio Sentinel pakai OP ya. Gaji bawa operator. Walaupun sekarang dia pakai gecko mulu tuh kemarin pas di Hunter Tip. Cuma Zekkennya punya tembakan. Oh, Zekkennya beli tembakan soalnya nextnya dia bisa blast storm harusnya.
Would that be something? Extremely comfortable territory for both teams. It would be an explosive finish to this series. And to this group.
Walang gecko. Walang gecko OP.
No way!
Iya.
Aspas. How does he still get one in that position?
It's just filthy, magnetic.
Udah gitu, lo lagi tensnya juga. Ya.
He just shouldn't be getting one.
Basically dapat 2 orang itu anjir.
But he does, just Aspas things.
It's not a weapon that's particularly.
Nice. Di trade dulu senjatanya ke Zelsis. Karena darahnya udah tinggal 1 hit.
Double pushing down halls to try to reclaim some information. They've lost mid control. They hear the orb being tapped.
Yep.
Celsius just squeaks away.
Silent drop down AR.
Wah, ini flanknya sih. Sasi tidak mungkin expect dong.
Sasi, he's gone. Dark close, drone now. Second guessing himself. Calm. He might have pushed up deep here.
Ketahuan lagi tensnya. Darah tinggal dikit itu tens.
Knife, a little bit delayed there, but it does
kabur, Tens, kabur.
Value.
Tidak punya senjata lagi. Wah, apa itu kabur? Mending nge-pick. Ente udah ini.
He's got to do so much here, but there's 3 players rapidly approaching the position, and no easy fight here from King. No
ente.
Up to that 12th now. And he's one-sided mouse.
Aku bocil tens ya bang, aku bocil banyak orang. Aku bocil siapapun yang jago. Bisa gitu gak sih ya? Map 3 dong, ini kayaknya hampir dipastikan map 3 sih kayaknya ya. Udah. Ini kaki kanannya udah di map 3 coy. Kaki kanannya Leviatán.
It's so strange too, we started this map off with Lev being unaware of the pop flash plays into A main. They were so hyper aware there. Mazzino was playing anti-flash the entire time.
Aku bocil kombang sejak EG, boleh. Baca.
Rizky Mahmud baru saja memberikan 10.000. Sorry bang gua haters Sentinels. Semoga Sentinels kalah dan gak lolos master. Jijik gua sama Tens.
Ih, haters. Makasih duitnya. Gak apa-apa deh gue kalau hatersnya kayak gitu gak apa-apa deh gue. Duit yuk, tapi yuk, boleh dah. Ada lagi gak yang mau nge-head? Gua tunggu, respect apa? Gua tunggu sawerannya. Gua tunggu sawerannya coy. Gak apa-apa lu head.
Cannot dodge it. For Sentinels, everything is just lying into this round here. Tens with another one.
Haters modal.
I think he must have heard the call that they were committing to B, because Com just sprinted out through double doors and has given this away for his team.
3 versus 3.
Lumayan tuh 10.000 tuh. Gua dengerin headnya gak apa-apa deh. Haters kayak gitu 10 kali, boleh banget. Widih, jadi winnable gini. Memperlama masuk map 3.
Handed a golden ticket. Just to stay in the map.
Nge-headnya modal coy itu coy. Boleh.
Against the wall, Sassy wins his fight. 2 players to support him in through main, and a possibility for Mazzino. And I'd have to toggle in this spot.
Nice.
Not happening.
Walaupun masih jauh perjalanan 6 round tanpa kesalahan untuk ke OT. Kaya dong sih lo. Justru tujuannya kan memang itu. Membuat saya kaya.
It's a nice shot on a weird off angle. But they knew that Tens was there. They just had that kill.
Biar bisa bikin baju lagi, coy. Bikin aku jadi kaya biar aku bisa bikin baju lagi. Ayo.
That's the first of what would have to be again 7 in a row in order for us to go to overtime. So many other chances for Lev, but their economy, kept honest, has now been knocked down.
Still, you gotta think. So much breathing.
Bajunya pakai animasi. Tuh, kasih gue contoh dulu deh baju animasi gimana deh.
When you're a player in this situation, it does sometimes just feel kind of inevitable. Like, yeah, we're gonna get one at some point. We don't have to worry about it too much.
Bang, perasaan Tens kemarin live stream, sekarang udah turnamen. Iya.
Very real, very quickly.
Iya. Kan dia streamer memang. Gimana sih? Banyak kok pro player yang lain juga kayak gitu kok. Kalau besok pun tanding dia juga live stream. Ada kok yang pro player besoknya tanding grand final, sebelumnya main GoPro ada juga kok. Apa salahnya? Gimana salahnya?
It's so unexpected. The drone should clear it, however.
Yeah, has to respect it. Drops down, Tex. Close to the corner.
Monyet juga live tuh kemarin, iya makanya.
Hopping away, second.
He made a footstep. Mazzino knew he was there.
Bajunya bisa nge-spray anjir. Demi apa?
Up through mid now, different direction call by Sam. With only 30.
Kok besoknya, yang sorenya tanding tengah malamnya GoPro juga ada, iya betul.
Sitting into halls, expecting that to go in that direction, but all of them now regrouping up, recognizing what's on the
Yo,
line.
karena malu aku bocil tes lah. Gini dong, yang gini coy, super chat. Gini nih, juga boleh coy. Lu juga mau nge-hit, boleh. Pakai super chat juga boleh. Thank you karena malu, by 20.000 ya. Oke, sekarang sudah ada super chatnya anjay. Ter-highlight. Tapi itu tulisan 5 maksudnya apa ya? Lu ulang tahun yang kelima karena apa gimana itu? Kok ada tulisan 5-nya ya? Ini apa maksudnya 5? Dan sampai belum sampai 5 tahun sih. Map 5, matamu map 5. Masuk ke itu ya, masuk ke apa notifikasi juga. Tapi belum gua edit ini. Kagak ada suara customnya. Masih suara default. 5 bulan membership. Oh gitu. Oke, baru tahu gua. Oh berarti sebulan lagi. Sebulan lagi lo jadi pelatih Ron karena sebulan lagi. Biar yokai bisa beli pulau pribadi, sumpah gue nggak ngarep beli pulau. Gue paling jauh mungkin beli rumah lah ya. Tapi kalau pulau sendiri sih kayaknya kagak perlu amat juga gitu. Beli rumah lah. Sekarang beli PC dulu deh. Gak usah beli rumah dulu deh kayaknya. Kejauhan, masih kejauhan. Lama banget pikiran gue ke Radian. Hey, mau Radian di sini 4 tahun anjing. Ini channel bahkan setahun aja. Setahun udah channelnya, tapi buka membershipnya kan itu butuh waktu berapa lama ya kemarin ya? Gue buka membership tuh bulan apa lagi? Juni kali ya? Juni itu juga ya? Juni. Gue sedangkan mulainya Februari. Nah, bahkan tahun pun belum itu membership. Nanti yang jadi diamond duluan, kalau gua lihat di live chatnya dia duluan keluar, itu mod baru tuh. Kalau dia belum mod, gua kasih mod tuh. Diamond pertama nanti. Kemarin kan ada Yeye Boy tuh, itu platinum pertama tuh, jadi mod juga tuh. Nanti yang pertama tuh gua jadiin. Kayak janji nggak hilang sampai gua Radian di sini, anjay. Lama tuh. 4 tahun, gue usahakan. Kalau gitu kan berarti kan Ironsenpai masih hidup sampai 4 tahun ke depan tuh. 3 tahun lah, 3 tahun ke depan tuh. Kita usahakan.
Bacot.
Ya kita sih maunya gitu ya.
Zif baru saja memberikan 10.000. Aku bocil aspas bang. Maju KLEAN bocil TENZZZ.
Bacot.
Boleh.
Diamond 11 baru
ya.
saja memberikan 10.000.
Wah, ku pikir dia bocil mana lagi. Ternyata bocil kuliah, coy. Oke, Damons. Monggo kuliah dulu. Gue pikir ada bocil lain ya, ternyata bocil kuliah, coy. Yang satu bocil aspas, satu bocil kuliah. Thank you ya, by the way ya. Bentar, suaranya jadi keluar. Cara naikin rank itu lama-lamaan. Jadi dia misalnya kayak setelah 1 bulan lu jadi silver, setelah 3 bulan lu jadi gold ranknya gitu. Semakin lama lu membership, dia semakin naik gitu. Janji ya, kayak anjir, gue usahakan. Gak bisa janji, coy. Ya ampun. Thank you kan, by the way. Anjir, di super chatnya keluar lagi, coy. Ini bisa di tanda hati ini apa ya, bentar. Oh, bisa di like. Anjir, ada like-like-nya segala, coy. Aku suka duit, aku like. Thank you kan, by the way. Aku baru tahu bisa di like segala, anjir. Tapi yang tadi bisa juga emang ya. Oh, bisa juga, coy. Di like emang. Baru tahu nih gua bisa di like gini. Oke, siap sampai Radian, guys. Oke, siap. 4 tahun tuh. Itu sound so wrong sih, Mars. I know you love the channel, but that sounds so wrong. Tetap nonton walaupun di sekolah. Anjir, Farel. Moga tidak ketahuan. Malah di itu ya, malah di encourage, anjir. Tip, ayo gelut super chat biar main kayak kaya. Boleh di super chat, boleh di Saweria, bebas. Kan ruang terbuka ini. Saya kasih aja gitu. Oh, emang di situ, sorry. Gue lupa, emang posisinya di situ kalau notifikasinya di sini. Iya, betul. Kalau layar sebelahnya baru itu. Di kiri. Anjir, upacara cabut, anjir. Emang ini upacara apa? Hari Senin ya? Upacara tuh masih panas-panasan gak sih zaman sekarang? Hah? Masih outdoor gitu panas-panasan gak sih? Anak-anak zaman sekarang upacara pakai sunscreen gak? Mending nonton WP di UKS, anjir. Pura-pura pingsan ceritanya. Terima ini lupa kalau hari ini upacara. Ya, siapa tahu sudah nggak wajib gitu tiap Senin. Di Bekasi hujan kayak, berarti nggak ada upacara.
Bacot.
Satpam baru saja memberikan 10.000. Selain bocil tens, aku JG bocil tarik.
Kalau itu ngelawannya gimana itu bocil tarik? Dia baru dapat streamer award itu, tarik ya untuk game FPS streamer terbaik. Dia tarik, congrats. Boleh bocil tarik. Pura-pura kesurupan, anjir masih ada tuh. Masih ada gimmick-gimmick pura-pura kesurupan. Kalian ada nggak sih yang zaman-zaman di sekolah kalian kayak satu orang kesurupan, tiba-tiba satu sekolah kesurupan aja gitu? Nggak 100% gitu. Maksudnya kayak banyak gitu jadinya yang kesurupan gara-gara satu kesurupan. Ada nggak tuh momen-momen kayak gitu? Gue soalnya dulu pas sekolah ada tuh momen kayak gitu tuh.
Bacot.
Hehe, baru saja memberikan 10.000. Aku bocil kangkang maju, kalian aspas sama saya.
Anjir, ada bocil kangkang lagi sekarang. Hey, thank you ya by the way. Ini semua player disebut deh habis ini kayaknya. Gue dulu ada tuh. Tapi katanya kalau lu kagak percaya yang apa sih namanya? Kagak percaya yang klenik-klenik, ya magis-magis gitu. Itu kayak apa sih namanya? Tantrum ya, bukan tantrum. Gimana sih? Kayak karena ngelihat yang lain panik, dia jadi ikut panik. Ada yang kayak gitu. Ada yang penjelasannya kayak gitu tuh. Tapi gue lupa secara sainsnya apa sebutannya, gue lupa. Jadi kalian percaya yang mana tuh guys? Hey,
Ray Samar baru saja memberikan 10.000. Sini bocil tarik, saya bocil dorong.
Bangsa. Gue sempat mikir loh. Dia percaya gue mikir dorong. Streamer mana nih dorong? Gue baru mikir tarik, dorong, bangsat cok. Kenapa gue kepikiran ada streamer dorong anjing? Boleh lah. Thank you Ray Samar by the way. Ray Samar kan tadi kan? Iya betul. Goblok. Makanya gue mikir-mikir kenapa ada dorong ya? Perasaan kagak pernah dengar ada streamer dorong anjir. Izin berangkat dulu, Kai. Semangat streamnya. Thank you Andika. Good luck kerjanya. Atau sekolahnya. SFX baju di anjir. Gue tuh kagak bisa naro kayak gitu tau, karena pencetannya gue bingung mau taruh di mana pencetan hotkey buat ngasih suara-suara lucu kayak gitu anjir. Beli ini gak sih? Beli Stream Deck kali ya? Kalian tahu Stream Deck nggak? Stream Deck. Apa gue beli itu aja ya? Mahal sih tapi Stream Deck gitu mahal cok. Gue tuh dari zaman kemarin tuh pengen beli tapi mahal.
Bacot.
Satpam baru saja memberikan 10.000. Selain bocil tarik, Tens, aku bocil RRQ Lemon.
Ini sampai salah server aja. Udah sampai gak Valorant lagi cok. Udah Lemon di bawah-bawah lagi. Di bawah raja terakhir dari game sebelah anjir. Murah kok Stream Deck anjir, murah katanya. Ampun dah. Tips keluar dari silver gua silver abadi setahun lebih. Nontonin short-shortnya tips and triknya Senpai. Niscaya naik. Ya di Jepang mungkin murah, di sini kan enggak karena murah beliin. Di sini Stream Deck tuh berapaan ya? Soalnya kalau yang mau gede sekali itu pasti mahal. Medium tuh aja udah mahal gitu loh. Yang small aja mahal buat gua anjir. 2-an gitu kalau nggak salah yang small. Yang cuma 6 biji kalau nggak salah itunya. Pencetannya. Yang nggak Steam Deck juga, Mars. Gua nggak mau beli Steam Deck. Murah cuman kita aja nggak mampu. Gue mampu belinya, gue bisa mampu belinya. Tapi di hitungan gue, apakah worth it invest ini di Irsen Senpai? Masih belum. Hitungan gue. Yang bikin mahal Stream Deck pajak Indonya. Oh, apa gue ini aja ya? Minta teman gue yang di Jepang beliin ya? Tapi kalau dikirim ke sini juga tambah mahal nggak ya? Seberapa sih bedanya? Di Jepang sama di sini ada yang tahu nggak? Karena Valo tahu nggak harganya di Jepang berapa? Kalau dirupiahin. Gue kan punya teman di Jepang nih tinggal. Siapa tahu bisa bantu gue.
In the map 3 we talked about it at the beginning, right? This is kind of on the back foot now, and they're gonna have to
mahal ongkir, iya sih. Luar negeri, I mean. Tapi kalau dihitung-hitung beli di sini sama di sana plus ongkir gitu, apakah hitungannya enak gitu, lebih enak gitu.
Because it's time for map 3. Let's see who's going to secure that spot in plans and send it back over to Brennan.
Senpai kemarin Peppers kok kalah telak, kurang tahu.
VCT baru saja memberikan 10.000. RRQ vs Sen. Sen tim apaan RRQ kan punya lemon jago.
Boleh, bocil.
Memberikan 10.000. Gua bocil hawa arang. Maju sini lo semua.
Beda server anjing, Tekken 8 woi. Beda server. Ini game tembak-tembakan. Lu mati pakai kaki doang. Kalau mau murah beli di Amerika aja, di Amerika juga ada. Beda harga juga.
And I think buying plays much more similarly to Split, where actually you're able to get those explosive retakes happening.
Makin jauh ya, makin kesini, makin kesana memang.
It can be difficult to get back into the sites if you don't keep backside control on buy.
Lama-lama itu. Sabar Fadlan, sabar. Tahan dirimu Fadlan. Nabung.
Looking to put some pressure, but no damage onto Zekken.
Gimana kalau belinya di Antartika? Makin kesana tuh.
Still playing their own game. Not worried about the fact that there was 2 players there into hookah and the rotation's already about here for Lev.
Hehe baru saja memberikan 10.000. Udahlah jadi bocilnya aku simpmin fuyu aja.
Boleh. Pagi main kayak udah sarapan. Udah Nabila aman. Pagi, welcome to the stream. X kalah gara-gara monyet. Jangan gitu tahu, kasihan monyet. Kita bercandaan aja sih sebenarnya, tapi kasihan lama-lama. Lama-lama kasihan, pressure-nya dia gede aja. Ini to feel jinsus anjir. Dia harus menutupi kekosongan Jing anjir.
Satpam baru saja memberikan 10.000.
Ya ampun.
Aku juga bocil EVOS di sini.
Satpam nggak mau ini aja, nggak mau investasi ke EVOS biar bikin tim Valorant aja. Gak mau bantu mereka bikin tim Valorant aja udah. Epos di sana. Aduh gue lupa lagi nadanya anjir. Epos di sana. Epos di sini.
Sassy is going to be staring across the stage, thinking, "What have I done?"
Arah masih dibahas.
Mars baru saja memberikan 10.000. Simp yokai lau hahaha.
Bahkan Google ya nggak bisa tuh. Gak jelas anjir.
You'll see him on top of truck constantly. Great for dodging utility, going for a little peek out, trying to punish somebody, walking up short.
Senyuman aspas, waduh.
Now, in general, I would say Sentinels on their attack side tend to fight over B-long and showers at the start of the rounds. We'll see whether Lev just give it to them. This round they have.
Kena kepala nggak tuh? Padahal tuh nggak perlu kena kepala itu.
At least a bit of damage done here to them. I mean, players going down still. Tens is weak enough. You got to think that it's not
Zik baru saja memberikan 10.000. Dah cukup OOT-nya. BTW aku bocil combo saman plus trooper bang.
Apalagi itu sama trooper apaan anjir?
10.000. Fuyu huhuhuhuhu dong.
Ini apalagi? Trooper apaan tadi anjir? Combo apa lagi itu?
This is triggering the spike to go over towards
auto chest.
Flashed and immediately went back. Don't think Tens will be anticipating having to deal with a Sky over here.
It's just an unlikely fight to win. Just being jiggled onto the corner.
Jadi masih bisa. Wah, tidak jadi. Gue bilang taman trooper Losaga. Astaga, gue kagak main Losaga coy. Banyak tuh orang gue lihat main Losaga tapi gue kagak main anjir. Bocil ayo dance
I think he might have just kept rebuying it. I don't think he cared. He's been tracking the economy. He was getting so much work done at the start of Breeze.
Everyone on Sentinels is able to buy. Oh, apart from John Curie, actually, who, if he wants to purchase the orb, is going to need light armor, I believe. Yeah, and so he goes for it. So it's only John
Curie. Yoru bain. Emang dari kemarin selalu Yoru dia sekarang. Kalau dibain.
They've got some proactive ideas. But having said that, they have been giving Sentinels showers control at the start.
Aku bocil Bang Scott. Iya, boleh. Boleh. Ini YouTuber kan? Gue seingat gue ya. YouTuber gaming ya kalau nggak salah. Apa bukan? Gue udah lupa aja YouTuber Indo. Paling taunya Miauk.
Simple as you go. 3 players now. Callers made to reclear. They are just trying to run this one down into the close quarter weaponry.
Erpan gue tahu, Erpan 1140.
Sakura Kageyama baru saja memberikan 10.000. Yang main Samantro Opersini by One sama Mafia Green Reaper aku.
No, janjian sendiri no. No, yang tadi trooper no ditantangin no. Janjian sendiri anjing. Ngajak PVP-nya di sini, babi. Ngajak PVP kok di sini.
Bacot.
Mars baru saja memberikan 10.000. Udahlah, intinya Batman, Bruce Wayne itu best hero of all time.
Ini lagi kenapa jadi Batman? Boleh dah. Bang Scott, YouTuber COC Indo. Nah ya, benar-benar. Gue pernah lihat.
He's got to try and hold it down here with the reload. They're going to start to know he's in there, anticipating with the double face. Still, he needs some damage, he needs some kills, he needs something, at least anything right now to make this winnable for his team. Swarmed and overwhelmed.
Wah, anjir.
Too much pressure.
Bonusnya cair, coy. Gimana ini Sentinels?
And there were some amazing moments in that round. Leviatán gave showers, but then crunched it afterwards. Com put the dog through the teleporter.
Yang penting duit, bawa random, yang penting duit. Saya bolehkan di situ. Selama tidak toxic, aman. Toxic yang kayak terlalu parah gitu.
Thinking, hoping that Lamps was safe, got punished, and then John Cutie got one shot by the outlaw because he.
Apakah Tens sudah pushing?
2 really important moments there that allow Lev advantages and momentum, really big momentum.
Minutia in the round.
And I mean, look at this. Sentinels can't afford to invest that heavily in this round because they don't want light armor in the next.
Anjir, berarti Sentinel kalau ini beneran sampai kalah, mereka harus memperluas map pool mereka anjir. Gak bisa cuma split doang aja. Mereka jago. Pamit duluan. Oke Zive, thank you udah mampir. Hati-hati di jalan. Banyak jebakan. Hey,
Dev baru saja memberikan 10.000. Mos GW Razer bang, maju sini lo bocil.
Terus hubungannya apa anjing? Terus kenapa kalau Mos Razer? Terus kenapa bocil yang diserang? Kenapa nantangnya bocil Mos Razer?
Bacot.
Satpam baru saja memberikan 10.000.
Aku bocil
Reza Arab saat main Valo.
Gue dulu nontonin dia sih pas zaman nge-Valo sih, Arab sih. Salah satu yang bikin gue ini loh, apa kayak tertarik nyobain Valo loh dia. Salah satu orang. Pas zaman sama TP bikin tanding. Pas dia ikut pertandingan komunitas juga sama Frudy gitu. Yang ada Frudy sama adeknya kokohnya si si Jason Alvin. Adanya Skuret yang satu lagi. Yang dia pernah menang sama Irsen juga tuh.
Bacot.
Hey.
Sakura Kageyama baru saja memberikan 10.000. Mos GW Fantek sini maju lo bocil Razer.
Kenapa jadi brand war gini sih? Kenapa sameran gue jadi perang brand gini sih? Perang brand Mos aja sekarang. Boleh. Susanto ada berapa sih? Ada 4. Ada Excuret, ada Alvin, tapi Alvin kayaknya nggak masuk ke pro playernya. Mencoba pernah kayaknya, tapi nggak yang sampai kayak gimana gitu. Terus Jason, si 4 second baru deh si Jojo, Little Jojo. The next prodigy, maybe. Hukanya 3 orang tuh. Harus hati-hati tuh. John! Iya apa John? Kok bisa ngono John? Komedi John. Nggak jadi. Serius. Johnnya serius cok. Bukannya ada satu lagi Yokai Susanto. Bentar.
Memberikan 10.000. Headset 2 Hyper Explode 3 maju lu bocil mouse.
Bangsat nih gue kagak dibayar loh sama brand-brand ini. Kalian nyebutnya di sini semua anjing. What the fuck?
ended up being crucial.
Tadi mau ngomong apa gua?
Lev chose
Bentar.
the timing afterwards to go and re-explore hookah, and Sen just wandered
Mana
into the side.
tadi?
They didn't even have to use Zelsa's
Gua mau
post-plant
ngomong apa nggak dia?
or the ult. They
Gua
still
kepotong pas ngomong apa ya? Kok kosong gini gua?
Samuel baru saja memberikan 10.000 P mouse Logitech B100 buat
Ya
kerja.
ampun, aduh. Ini namanya jadi forum. Kenapa jadi forum FJB lagi? Ya nggak, jangan di sini kalau mau jual beli. Ya. Oh yokai Susanto. Kalau gua mah itu anak pungut. Baru ingat gua anjir masalah Susanto.
Call is being made though to take that shot.
Anak pungut.
You made note of it, Lev. They're not really fighting it.
No, I think Zekken should have a free ult.
Makanya nggak dianggap.
Sakura Kageyama baru saja memberikan 10.000 keyboard GW Rexus sini maju lo bocil headset.
Ya, mari kita tunggu sampai motherboard, sampai semua barang dikeluarin di sini anjing.
Text comes over.
It's an off-angle high ground position by Aspas.
Layar, kenapa layar? Oh layar maksudnya.
Here's a showstopper.
Nunggu bocil PGA. Nunggu bocil. Astaga ini Zekken kasihan banget. Kasihan banget. Galonnya bercahaya anjir.
Nasty stuff. Feeling it now. Wanna try to take the fight to them. They will fight them. That's Tex. Just offloading into the ult. He just creeped himself forwards.
Kai, kalau
Hehe baru saja memberikan 10.000 baju GW Ironsenpai 1 stone anniversary limited edition t-shirt maju sini bocil merek.
Wah udah, ketok palu itu yang menang coy. Yang sabar terakhir itu yang menang coy. Udah. Kalian yang lain nggak usah. Itu udah menang itu. Gak peduli gua. Lu mau nyebut brand yang lain apapun itu yang menang. Kagak peduli, sumpah. Udah gua ketok palu aja. Itu tepuk tangan ya. Ketok palu gak ada suaranya anjing. Kagak ada palunya. Ya udah lah ya. Anda tahu maksud Anda gitu.
Every tool used to perfection there. The ult, the molly coming through.
Kalau Executed, Itachi, Forsaken, Sasuke, lu apa kayak? Gua ini, apa sih namanya yang itu satunya? Burung gagaknya. Anjir, kenapa jadi burung gagak gua anjir? Ya ampun, line up-nya kayak gitu, coba pantasan langsung ulti dia. Kalau udah menang nggak ada yang donate lagi ntar. Setidaknya carilah topik yang lain gitu. Menangnya berdarah-darah lumayan.
Sen have not been putting a lot of pressure on hookah. They're not the kind of team that tends to do, 5-person hookah bursts.
Karena Valo baru saja memberikan 10.000 maju lu sini aku cuman make Yowo 4% Rock X Evangelion maju lu sini bocil brand.
Ada Evangelionnya sekarang anjir. Bawa Evangelion sekarang.
And Aspas is already on his way.
Already fast with it. Into the back of the site now with the nade really clear this one out. Aspas.
Oh dapat.
Wide here. Damage bullet spraying going wide still. They haven't contained hookah. One player sitting there takes him to the back and he attempts to hit.
Oke. Oke. Nice. Mengejar kawanku. Emang ada itu iya ya gue tahu makanya. Yang itu kan yang 02 warna merah itu bukan sih? Tidaknya itu yang gue lihat di influencer. Ya dapet. Zekennya di sini anjir. Mazino ya, kepikiran Mazino ya. The timing. Oh my god, the timing bro. Itu Mazino ya pasti kesel perasaan gue cek anjing. Oh my god.
And after a 4-0 beginning to this map by Leviatán, all momentum now halted. Sen have won 3 in a row. Really nicely getting into sights. The engage there was really strong. And this harbor ultimate,
tapi rugi level ultnya kebuang Mazino. Ya. Banyak sih yang kebuang.
Skill baru saja memberikan 10.000. Sini kalian bocah. GW tinggal gigit tangan jadi titan ketar-ketir kalian.
Ini sekarang ada titan. Makin kesini makin kesana. Gue gak ngerti lagi sampai gue isinya apa sih? Thank you ya by the way ya.
Baru saja memberikan 10.000. Gua punya Air Jordan 1 Retro High sama sweater ADLV. Dibeliin sih, tapi GPP. Maju lu
Ini orang-orang emang suka flexing ya? Ada platform flexing mereka langsung gacor aja flexingnya. Peperangan bocil-bocil flexing anjing. Gimana dah? Bocil-bocil flexing. Oh my god. Dijudge. Wah sulit coy.
Sakura Kageyama baru saja memberikan 10.000. Apaan Titan doang? Temen GW Saitama bos.
Makin kagak masuk akal, sumpah. Makin kagak masuk akal. Bawa Saitama sekarang. Nih, mereka nyari lagi nih. Karakter yang lebih kuat daripada Saitama nih. Ya, Majino-nya.
Cannavalo baru saja memberikan 10.000. Sini lo bocil Titan.
Ini masih ngurusin bocil Titan yang tadi nih. Hah? Masih ngurusin bocil Titan yang tadi? Ya ampun. Dua lagi yang ngurusin bocil Titan anjir.
But 3 in the round from Mazzino, including a really important 1v1 at the end. He started the round with a Spectre. Sentinels are going to take a timeout here.
Kapan Irsen di branding sama ADLV atau Balenciaga? Iya, masalahnya gini aja. Tadi kan gue udah bahas. Kalau Irsen misalnya collabnya sama LV misalnya gitu, sama brand-brand mahal gitu misalnya. Emang ada yang beli anjing? Baju gua aja yang harganya 199k itu udah pakai embel-embel limited edition aja, masih belum habis. Gimana? Halo Bang Iron, halo nih, welcome to the stream by the way. Jangan lupa di like.
And maybe that's what Kaplan wants to come in here and try to adjust just the frantic nature of what's happening.
Yeah.
Perhaps communication going askew. This is a huge map, a really big match. Of course, all of these players are very experienced. Even the people coming up.
Bocil Sawer masih cari kata-kata, astaga, masih lanjut ya bang ya. Masih mau dilanjut.
But in moments like this where
exactly Mas, terus siapa yang mau beli? Luar negeri aja kagak tahu gua aja.
Against an opponent that on either side.
Kedepannya ada update skin baru nggak? Belum ada. Ya kan yang baru yang Mark 7 Liberty itu yang paling baru. Sama VCT Team Capsule Collection. Luar negeri banyak, tapi siapa yang kenal kita emangnya dari luar negeri? Paling mentok juga Malaysia, karena masih ngerti-ngerti bahasa Indonesia.
We've seen teams get punished for going for that. He's just trying to maximize his utility. Doesn't want to use the flashes. Didn't get punished. But at some point here, he's going to have to grab a little more info towards B-Long.
Viper's picked up down into A short. It means that really you can place a lot of players here from left. Look at it, 3 of them. Crossfire setups, a call made to potentially re-clear it and re-fight this one. Yes, with the dizzy.
Anjir, kenapa jadi kuku bimbang? Jadi jamu dong anjir.
Can't withstand it. Mazzino still close into the tube.
Oh, nice. Nice teori, bikin mikir.
Baru saja memberikan 10.000. Kapan munculin LV X Irsen bosen tas LV gak ada yang bagus motifnya.
Ya ampun, tasnya LP coy, LP. Ampun. Thank you by the way.
Appear to be on the same page with the timing. There were 3 people on B. One was holding back, not involved in the play, and the timing.
Anjir, tas belanja doang katanya. Ampun.
Doesn't help that they shot his clone either and got a flash to the face.
Aku aja tas belanja masih pakai punya Famima.
And the great thing about that from Sentinels POV,
masih pakai tote bagnya Famima gua.
This is still going to be a massive tool for any other potential post plan.
Bacot.
Hey,
Perita baru saja memberikan 10.000.
dibaca tuh Perita tuh.
Swasdi Chan Macak Pradesi.
Oh, di cup ya. Ya. Gue jawab itu aja. Tidak pernah salah dong sama dekapain orang. Iya dong.
I mean, almost evening up the rounds.
Tidak pernah salah dong. Aduh.
In a fairly comfortable spot.
Bingung.
He doesn't have utility being thrown into his face. He dodged both of the flashes, and he just is able to pick them off one at a time.
Next merch kayak collab aja ya. Kita harus punya merch yang banyak dulu biar bisa
To avoid that reclaim.
punya portofolio bikin ginian. Harus gitu dulu nggak sih baru collab sebenarnya.
Xena throwing out a couple of variations of this early wall. Either one for the TP and A short, but this one through hookah.
Leviatán have been putting two people
Oh, kena.
to try to stop Tens.
Ya,
First time he's gone
langsung
there,
kabur dia. Oke.
he's out. And again, the A default turns into a B default, putting pressure onto Com.
So much information.
Ya ampun.
Gathered from that trailblazer wasn't broken by Comp.
Gue bikin merch color, dipakainya di dalam terus itu nggak ada promosi ya tuh. Cuman lu doang yang tahu tuh lu pakai color. Gue pakai color Senpai, anjir gue bangga banget. Masa gitu anjing?
Eventually brought down King. Late to the party here with just the judge in hand. Don't think he's going to be able to get.
Yoru termasuk udah sering dijadiin ini penggantinya Kai untuk beberapa map.
Good try, but not enough.
Dijadiin inisiator sebenarnya kayak di breeze gitu.
Composition, I think, is particularly unsuited to dealing with Sen's B exec. And the reason I say that is the big thing that's weird about how Leviatán have structured their buy composition is that they don't have a
Seru pada pertandingan. Iya nih lagi kejar-kejaran nih 5 lawan 5 nih. Bisa nih yuk bisa yuk.
smoke that kind of blooms out.
Bisa yuk Sentinel. Bayangkan Sentinel mengalahkan Leviatán. Ini pasti upset hitungannya.
What that means is you can't hide inside your own hookah smoke to dodge flashes, right? That is a really common defensive setup. You set one player in the tube, one player elbow, one player under hookah inside the smoke. Everybody's anti-flash, everybody swings out after the flashes, and you try to crunch the people coming from long. That isn't an option for Lev. There's no smoke for them to hide in. What, you're gonna try and put your face in a Viper wall? It doesn't work.
Ya udah fokus ke pertandingan ya. Ayo fokus ke pertandingan dulu.
How they can defend big
Lagi 5-5 coy.
in a way that involves crossfires. Unless they're going to fight aggressively down B long or fight aggro for hookah, how do you hold a crossfire setup that doesn't just get cleared out by Sentinels, flash plays, by the way that Zekken and Tens are getting into the site, by the ults that are now on.
Bacot.
Hey.
Cannavalo baru saja memberikan 10.000. Saran beli Hermes Epson Birkin 30 Rut Kasakue atau Hermes Togo Birkin 25.
Makanya kayaknya gue di hadapan Cannavalo kayak kasta gue rendah banget anjir. Gue bahkan nggak tahu itu dia ngomong apa anjing. Dia ngomong apa guys? Ada yang bisa translate nggak? Kasta gua rendah ini. Kayak mau tanya sedikit untuk wallpaper itu ukurannya apa ya? Iya betul untuk HP.
No, he's not.
Gua belum bikin yang desktop. Nanti mau bikin sih.
Because he's been given so much space.
I think
There's only been one time when he tried to fight back.
yeah, I think the way that Tens plays Euro on this map is pretty immaculate. It creates so much cross-map pressure on the attack side. But it's the same game plan. Why would you change it if it's working?
Gak tau gue taunya Kuaci Rebo anjir. Kenapa jadi Kuaci Rebo anjir?
He will be pinging him out.
Recall too that the last time Tens used his ult into B, it was a fake. So it's really difficult for Lev to tell whether there's something real behind this.
It has pulled 3 of these players out. There's a attempt down A short at the same time. Fights happening all over the place.
Gun body turns itu apa? Mana?
Did last time.
Shuts down Zekken. Look at
Ntar gue belum lihat, nanti gue lihat dulu.
What's that faking? Despite the fact that there's only 2 players here, it's Mazino who just shuts down any funny business. Over the top of the nade, now a TP, pivot right back into B. I mean, they might have...
Anjir itu jelas-jelas wallpapernya padahal vertikal loh. Ya kali, nggak buat HP. Ya ampun. Nice. Ya ampun. Ente. Oh my god. Wah ente cok. 5 HP cok.
almost made a believer out of me. Aspas puts
Anjir, 5 HP anjir.
11 and 4, the superstar player for Leviatán, allowing them to get another one on the board.
What the heck?
Take the lead. But it's this kill that's really important.
Tensnya overhit sih gua lihat kayaknya ya. Langsung masuk aja begitu saja anjir. Mungkin mau ngagetin ya, mungkin mau ngagetin Tensnya. Tapi kaget sendiri ternyata ada 3 orang.
Shame on me. You can't fool me again.
Classic. You gotta love it. Standard Molly. Seen that one before. Zekken. Rocket here. Good answer back.
Wow.
So fast.
Oke.
It's been jump spotting that a lot, but
Ada serem-seremnya itu. Untung kagak mati Zekkennya.
extra straggler. Zekken.
Kalau enggak tuh Tan sama Zekken bisa mati dua-duanya itu.
Final moment, but there's good discipline here by Lev. Nobody be falling victim to it. Still.
Ini kenapa chatnya jadi NNN? Oh, mau di ini. Mau di time out. Time out dulu ya, Anda. 5 menit. Belajar alfabet dulu. Alfabet ada 27 huruf. Belajar dulu, jangan N doang. Kagak ngerti. Oh, oke, 6-6. Nice.
Cleaning them all up, 6-6. That's the scoreline we're looking at here for Bind. A nice even affair, very different to our opening 2 maps.
Only 3 rounds game for the losing team.
Sengit gini lah ya.
6 on Breeze.
Siapa yang menyangka pertandingan ini bakalan sesengit ini?
And you saw Sentinels really well adapted.
Setidaknya gue tidak nyangka.
They just ended up executing over and over and over. And there was nothing that Lev could really do to stop them.
Nice. Good half points.
Good stuff so far, giving us that competitive game.
Anjay. Map 3 gacor coy.
This is exactly what you would want to see in a match as competitive as this one. 6-6 tie.
Lihat guys. Lihat perbedaan 2 player card ini anjir.
You don't gotta do that.
Ini kayak yang paling bawah sama yang paling atas gak sih?
I'm pretty smart.
You're so smart, Bala. Look at you, the smartest.
But I actually don't think that's going to be a
Jauh banget anjir.
Sentinels there.
Really?
I know Zelsis was saying 6-6.
Yang satu casing HP bangsat.
Karena Valo baru saja memberikan 10.000. Saran HP iPhone 15 Pro Max atau Z Flip 5.
Gak tau gua, sumpah gua bahkan gak tau ada HP apa itu sumpah. Itu HP apa anjir? Z Flip itu apa anjir?
Earlier this week with 31. I mean, he is just nasty on this map. You're looking at who on the other side is really going to match up with him. That is more of the relevant question. Zekken has
Samsung Z Flip sekarang.
Now I'm looking at
Emang Flip itu yang bisa yang bisa patah gitu ya? Gua nggak suka loh HP kayak gitu. Bisa rusak nggak sih malah?
How they were using his ult to fake out and then TP away, re-hit the other site. Cool stuff like that. That has been nice, but individually now on the defense, I want to see a step up from this guy.
Flip bisa backflip nggak bisa kalau dipaksa mah.
Now it's a matter of literally doing it in the server.
Well, I think it's fascinating too because at the tail end of that half, I mean, it was Sasi who was really making noise, and he was another guy. We weren't
yang nggak tahu, gue merasanya kayak gitu tuh kayak bisa nggak awet gitu loh. Kalau menurut gue ya, balik lagi. Menurut gue teknologinya masih tetap nggak seawet yang gue pikirkan harusnya.
At the very end, Sasi was that guy that stepped up. World champion Sasi. He's got the ice in his veins. He doesn't feel the pressure.
Hampir bentar, oke.
We'll have to see if it pays off for him. This is it, folks. Whoever wins this is moving on. Send it right back over to your cast.
Yuk, lanjut.
Anyone's game still heavy emphasis placed onto this pistol round.
Siapapun masih bisa menang ini.
And the desk are right. Leviatán on their attack side did look really solid. The flash dizzy combos into backside, they're so difficult to hold against. But Sen have got a strat for this pistol round. 4 players grouped up over towards B as only Tens grabs info and then has a gate crash out to heaven.
Makan bang, monggo. Yang mau makan, makan.
Plans, create some space here. Wingman to plant inside. But guess what? Tens is right there, waiting. The time strike gives it up, actually. Lets the plant go off.
Okay.
That's an interesting decision. Trying to prioritize kills instead of plant denial.
Ya, dia prioritas the kill.
Trying to find some solid retake spots.
Spike-nya nggak dibatalin. What the heck, man?
Sectioning off the map. Only one part available to Lev here, playing this. Oh, just awareness. He sees it. He saw it. John QT wins it.
John QT yang dapat. Ya ampun, ya ampun. Mazinonya dapat 2.
Just up
Yeah.
to Tex. Yes, it's planned for him. Always an opportunity.
Ketahuan. Ya, bisa gitu aja, hoki banget dia orang.
Yo!
Tidak ada peluru. He needs more bullet. Anjir, baru pistaurannya udah sengit anjir babi. Ngeri, Cok.
They got the player advantage early on.
Udah makan kayak udah.
John won a really important duel. Somehow,
Anjir.
Aspas went down to a molly
Segitu ya?
from Celsius. Not exactly sure how that one happened.
Oh my god.
And it still came down to the tightest of margins.
Anjir, itu banyak momen-momen yang gua. Wait, what?
The Death mentioned Lev's attack side.
Apa?
Nothing
Oh,
to
begitu?
stop that. They are deadly.
Tens has tucked himself into the short cubby here as Leviatán takes showers.
Aspas masih pakai serif. Sebaiknya tidak gegabah.
Be wary of these kind of spots. Because if Tens grabs one, he's going to be tough to trade. He's going to be out of there real fast.
Tens harus skill 1 terus kabur.
Have the exit strategy anymore, and there's lots of players waiting for him.
Strateginya seperti itu.
Second's going to be close as well, just a bit of extra firepower necessary.
Jadi main sabarin anjir. Apakah Sentinel cukup sabar?
The slower you play these rounds, the more likely it is that Tens has used those teleports and they've run out of time.
Udah ketahuan, tapi satu.
Put him into a straight up one and done.
Tembak aja lah. Tembak aja lah, Bo. Langsung kabur. Anjir, bisa pakai stingernya kayak gitu anjir. Coba kita. Stingernya kemana coba? Ke langit, Cok. Kita recoilnya stinger kan anjing ya. Stinger gua nggak kayak gitu, iya. Anjir. Wah gila, masih dapat lagi tensnya oke lah. Di U-Haul semua udah kejebak dah. Udah di crossfire dari 3 arah coy, mau apa coba? Udah di crossfire itu nggak bisa apa-apa. U-Haul-nya udah mati posisinya.
It just makes Lev so uncomfortable to be able to get the plant down. I think Lev's composition when they have rifles on board is really going to want to clear out the entirety of the site. They just kind of got stuck there. That's the smoke I'm talking about.
Hey.
Mars baru saja memberikan 10.000. Kai color Kelvin Klein yang gua pakai nyaman Kai. Lagi diskon tuh dari 1K jadi 769K di Zalora.
Oke. Thank you for the 10K. Bingung gua mau jawab apa coba? Mau jawab apa coba kalau sabar kayak gitu? Hah?
I don't like this spot.
No way.
Mazzino can clear it.
Surely. The dog!
Yeah.
Oh, it forces the issue. Mazzino.
Tapi bonus sih.
The dog coming through the TP, but he still catches Zekken in that one and done. Wall now. Straight up and through.
Oke, Celsius, oke. Wah. Tapi harusnya aman. Tens mau melindungi. Tens akan melindungi si Celsius. Let's go. Nice trade. Itu udah nice banget.
Trades it out. This is a very awkward spot, Lev.
Iya, panik.
Onto their buy round. Doesn't have the spike. I mean, Tex is just unaware of that one. He was looking like he wanted the right click to try and get it online. Finally picked up. Plant.
Wah, udah sih. Udah sih harusnya. Udah ketahuan juga posisinya. Waduh. Di respect dulu dong. Di respect dulu sedikit. Ini king, bro. Ini king. Ini raja.
Out in the open. Who's default? John crouched. Do they have anybody?
Wow. Let's go. Anjir, Sentinel coy. 69 coy. Bonus cair.
The desk was asking the question, was 6 enough for Sentinels? But if Lev are playing like this,
solid,
it's easily going to be. I mean, they had a flash and a dizzy to be able to try to put pressure in the backside there and get Celsius. Instead,
cair.
just goes through on his own. Instead of using any utility, dies, spikes lost. Tex took too long to recover the spike.
Aslinya sih lagi bersinar ini ya. Tumben-tumben ini. Biasanya turu dia.
It's a nice one. I'll have to pull out the dictionary later.
Awkward, clumsy.
Okay, thank you. Half buy for Lev. We know there's danger here. We know there's a chance, but in all likelihood, Sen could be the advantage team. They've got the setups ready. That wall goes up. There's the molly. Snakebite drop down instantly. I see his jump spotting though.
Ini
Now, Lev will
Stingernya ada 4 nih coy. Stingernya ada 4, satu Seiren. Main deket sih harusnya ya mereka ya. Kontak deket gitu. Ya tapi nggak bisa ngomong sih. You know sheriffnya pro player ya bisa dari jarak manapun bisa kena anjir. Walaupun apa Stinger sangat-sangat. Never mind man. Never mind. Itu baru turun aja langsung dikasih bom anjir. Langsung di granat bye bye. Never mind.
Disgusting work. That's a drilled play. And it's a Sentinels.
Iya, pensilnya dapat 2. Udah sejak itu udah hancur anjir. Sejak itu misi Leviatán langsung abort. Yang di hookah langsung kagak turun anjir. Langsung bersih itu. Anjir 4 win streak anjir. Round streak. Anjir. Jadi dia granat itu masuk itu anjir, masuk airnya si Harbor anjir. Kagak ada yang lihat jadinya. What the heck?
So now Lev have rifles again. This is only their
Berdua ada
second
granatnya.
time with rifles online on the attack side, but the game is already slipping out of control.
Losing this many rounds in this fashion, I mean, haven't been earning their way to any ultimates as well to potentially swing this upcoming round.
Sesuai namanya Sentinel, iya lagi.
Built themselves up. Sassy's got the Seekers online.
Kang Dipen.
Second with the Showstopper. Massive tools to shut down this eco swing round. Lev got to really just put everything on the line here. Everything into this one round. They need to win it.
And this is also their second timeout. So if we see a very competitive second half, if we see Leviatán get back into the game and we get to real deep territory.
Oke, ini kalau Lev masih mau ada di lane of down gak tuh. Kalau masih ada di pertarungan ini, mereka harus dapetin di yang di sini. Round ini. Kalau Lev masih mau.
Pundits around the scene.
Chance-nya besar gitu menangnya.
Pro experience like Finesse saying this team just can't afford to lose. They're not allowed to.
Soalnya kalau kalah ini basically kalau mereka kalah di sini bisa jadi Sentinel free match point anjir. Bisa jadi. Itu kenapa ada klasik Pepperex anjir? Itu klasiknya siapa tuh Pepperex tadi? Anjay. Boleh. Di Leviatán ada yang pakai klasik PRX coy. Sebagus itu coy. Sebagus itu memang klasiknya Pepperex. Makanya orang beli. Masa kalian gak beli? Ini yang kode kemarin dapatnya apa? Tadi tuh di Hamu udah share di ini di Discord. Coba lihat tuh. Ada 3 gambar tuh dari Hamu.
Sen are very unlikely to, reclear that area and then just stay there. So although time has been ticked off the clock, Sen have lost a lot of information and control, both outer wings.
Info DC kayak lu deskripsi.
They do not know where this is ending.
Ada semua info DC, info sosial media apapun ironsenpai ada di DC. Ada di DC, deskripsi, sorry.
Do you still want to try and go off this? Lev, Seekers were used by Sassy. Knows that there's a couple of players still.
Lah kalau akun turnya kan kebuka semua, bacot, diam. Ini kan gua lagi manas-manasin biar orang beli, gimana sih? Ya tapi kan berarti kan mereka merasa itu bagus ya. Jadi pakai gitu loh.
Beautiful work, plant. Push back, Molly actually missing there. I believe supposed to actually no. Yeah, okay, plant down. Tens with the decoy, aiming to get some ground. Flash through over the top, but this is a great call by Lev. Look at this, nobody really playing on too long. It's a doubled up position into elbow.
Waduh, kok tiba-tiba? Iya. Emang harus menang di sini Leviatán kalau mau seru. Kalau enggak langsung dikasih jalan tol ke match point itu. Waduh, habis ini ada 3 ulti dari Leviatán. Bisa jadi 8-10.
Mazzino is not likely to be lurking while playing Harbor. And that is a tight angle.
Damn. John QT actually salah satu IGL yang bisa nembak juga aja.
Like these guys.
All 0 ping.
Yeah, true. Very true. That's a land cracker.
Round by round.
And a huge round by Aspas.
Gila tipis banget tuh. Itu cuman layar monitor 2040 240 ke atas tuh kayaknya yang bisa kayak gitu anjir. Gue nggak bisa tuh kayak gitu tuh. Atau gue yang cupu kali ya.
managed to navigate that last round. We talked about the importance of it. Lev get another buy. They build up these ultimates. It's the fuel they need to start this fire, potentially get this nice and even here on our final map.
There's a great setup here.
Pixel ya masalahnya.
Sentinels over towards short. You got Op taking contact, playing 10s in.
Seekers, gotta respect this one.
Udah ketahuan, Red juga udah ketahuan harusnya. Kabur. Bocil sawai kehabisan duit. Gak mungkin lagi fokus nonton,
Bacot.
Hey,
Sakura Kageyama baru saja memberikan 10.
baru dibilang.
Bang, aku bingung nih mau beli skin klasiknya PRX ironsenpai 1 stone anniversary.
Waduh, itu pilihan yang sangat sulit ya. Itu benar-benar pilihan yang sangat sulit. Sudah jelas bajunya Senpai. Kalau nggak salah, yang VCT tim kapsul itu sepanjang season, seingat gua. Nggak ada waktunya gitu. Seingat gua ya.
Very well converted there towards the end in the 2v2.
Beli baju buat ningkatin UMKM. Yo, streamer UMKM the real one. Karena jualan juga. Ayo, aku jualan guys UMKM ini. Ayo putar roda ekonomi ini.
One of the other advantages of running the Gecko actually.
Dan Senpai kapan ada skinnya ya, tergantung Paparito melirik sini apa enggak ya.
Well, bro, really helping out. Now, I think did we just hear the call there to dominate B long, play for ults?
Gila bang.
Understand the importance of trying to get more of those ults online.
Belum tahu tuh Fardani, gue jujur aja kurang tahu untuk berakhirnya kapan. Tapi tulisannya itu through the season gitu. Jadi bisa aja sampai selesai mungkin sampai champion, I don't know. Belum ada pastinya gitu. Kemarin bahkan ada yang ngomong awalnya tuh cuma 2 minggu awalnya. Jadi tapi kayaknya kan nggak ada waktunya ya, nggak ada time limitnya tuh di store-nya pun ya. Jadi gua ragu juga tuh kalau 2 minggu doang.
Worth noting this entire time. Second, off angle in showers. He hasn't been dislodged.
Yeah, keeping showers control here would be massive for Zach.
Nabung termasuk buat tim kapsulnya, boleh, mantap.
This could be a round where we see Wingman getting obliterated by a
VCT Vandal nggak ada kah? Belum. Yang gitu-gitu biasanya yang Vandal gitu misalnya tuh nunggu Agustus nanti pas pertandingan Champions-nya. Nah, tapi tuh belum tahu tuh bakalan Vandal atau apa gitu tembakannya nanti tahun ini. Banyak orang yang berspekulasi bakal Phantom lagi.
And that's Splash. Let's take care of at least one of the players there into showers. Another tap this time. Look at that. Cool, calm, collect. There's only 18 seconds.
Nice.
Still with the molly in hand.
Oh, tapi Zekannya udah nggak ada. Mati nih orang. No time, ayo, no time. Jangan kasih plan ya, Sasi ya. Terlalu gegabah, terlalu jadi cepat-cepat semuanya. Ente. Jadi ini jadi tergesa-gesa semuanya. Dan Tens langsung saving.
In that round, I mean,
klasik nggak sih? Tapi kan udah klasik kan VCT timnya udah punya. Gue ragu sih. Gue berharapnya gini sih, kayak sekarang kan klasik doang ya VCT tim kapsul ya. Terus misalnya ada yang juara 1 di Champions, tim yang juara 1 itu dapat Vandal gitu loh, Vandal timnya gitu misalnya. Kayaknya kalau kayak gitu asik nggak sih? Jadi tim yang benar-benar pengen punya senjata yang lebih eksklusif, lebih tinggi level ya, harus menang dulu gitu misalnya. Tapi nggak tahu. Balik lagi ke Riyad gimana tuh mau eksekusinya deh.
Important kill, but they don't claim it onto tens. And you're right. Sassy feeling like he had to force the issue. You know, they didn't know he was there. He had to be the playmaker in a moment, but he wasn't expecting a double swing. That's a disgusting angle.
And I feel like sometimes when the time ticks so low like that, it's actually the
beli baju dulu Ikuzo, oke, boleh.
Yeah, because they can see the win. Yeah, they're thinking about the win conditions. Like, well, if we deny the plant just this one time,
yeah, and actually
win the round just there and then. But
what it ended up doing was baiting the Sentinels players into going for unfavorable fights.
Yeah, overstepping themselves.
And Com showed extraordinary resilience there to be able to deal with all of the threats.
Soalnya kalau gua kan nano skin pemenang itu ngikutin yang LOL juga. LOL kan dapat skin lima skin bahkan kan, satu tim 5 orang kan. Kayaknya tergantung mereka mau apa gitu. Tapi kan kalau Valorant kayaknya itu skinnya ya tembakan satu aja kali ya. Langsung dua-duanya nggak sih? Ya nggak semuanya berprivilege bisa beli dua-duanya langsung Banshee. Walaupun saya mengokekan aja kalau mau beli dua-duanya ya. Tapi kasihan ada beberapa yang nggak, yang butuh nabung belinya.
We know how this map works for Sentinels. Yeah. And Lev are avoiding the danger. There's flash reclear danger.
Jangan skin eksklusif bang, nanti dapat kutukan kayak di MLBB. Ih, jangan disamain gamenya Wildan. Salah nyamain gamenya. Nyamain kok ke Mobile Legend.
Celsius behind the box at second. Just taking that timing. Smokes.
Harus itu kayak puasa itu sehat loh. Ya ampun, puasa terus tuh. Boleh deh, boleh. Kalau emang mau puasa ya udah. Tanggal berapa sih mulai puasa? Maret kan? Pagi bang, pagi atau bakal ada stream? 10 Maret. Oh, 10 Maret. Pas Madrid, beneran pas Madrid dong. Deket-deket.
Drop down now. There was that pause in the play that was caught by the left players, but there's only 2 of them left versus the 4. It will come down to heroics for any chance of winning this one. Sen should be the 11th round for them. Seekers invested.
Kan gak ada live sahur. Kayaknya live sahurnya bakalan itu deh. Bakalan WP itu Madrid deh. Kan nanti ada Madrid. Masters Madrid.
Great idea from Sen coming out of their timeout. They take short control with 3 players, and then Celsius puts a smoke down at market. And you can see with the minimap pings, actually, that Leviatán are worried about that push down sand. So that forces them to commit to short, to commit
Mending
to
kaos Irsen Senpai atau kaos Alucard ya? Wah, sudah jelas dong. Anda berada di channel mana ini? Hah? Salah sekali itu pertanyaan.
The trade from Tens. I talked about how important it was. That's the 11th round for them.
Kenapa ya pro team kalau abis timeout kadang sering menang? Karena pas lagi timeout itu ngegodok. Ini gimana caranya biar menang? Kalau kalah, godokannya tidak berhasil berarti. Itu mereka ngomong sama coachnya mereka. Oh masih banget gak sih? Oh, bisa lagi. Ngedate pakai kaos Irsen bagus gak kayak? Bisa dicoba. Bagus loh buat kompol itu bajunya. Kan cewek ada cowok gitu.
But also look at this push through market right now. I mean this is just huge.
Boleh. Update short kayak apanya yang diupdate?
All of the distraction of the showers crunch.
Apa mau update apa? Jatuh timeout per tim berapa? 2 kali, kalau overtime tambah 1.
Lev didn't quite know what to do. And they're getting ferried around the map. Since Kaplan took the timeout, Sen have completely been controlling the tempo, just shepherding Lev around.
Nanti paling habis ini gue mau bikin itu short yang hasil VCT Pacific kemarin. Yang Genji sama Pepperex yang dari Pacific yang masuk Madrid. Pemenangnya siapa ya, skornya berapa ya.
Second, taken out, plan for the back of the site. Now the time to strike is nigh. Sen, starting to put the squeeze on them.
Aduh, boleh sih, Banshee. Boleh direka adegan.
He didn't want to swing for the trade there, just to try and play for the percentage play, but there's still 2 players up. Com, damage done now. Texas.
Okay, welcome back, Zip.
Popped off detainment into the corner. Celsius, he's got to watch his
jangan balik dulu lah lu, Zip. Jangan balik dulu. Oke, balik, gak apa-apa. Ternyata menang. Kalau ini sampai Sentinel kalah berarti gara-gara lu balik anjing. Bisa gitu ya.
One round away for Sen to make our play-ins and continue that dream of being able to make it to Madrid. Lev up against the ropes. I think you can sense.
Oh my god, Leviatán actually bisa nggak lolos ke Madrid ini anjing. What the fuck? Padahal gue ini loh. Merasa mereka bakalan jadi terkuat di Amerika loh. What the heck, man? What the heck? What actually? Opium? What the fuck? Ada tulisan opiumnya. Gue baru sadar anjir. Di bajunya Sentinel. Apakah itu buff opium itu? Senti nggak masuk gua lagi, belum.
The
Bukan
road to
enggak.
plains begins one round away.
Ya lagi no aspas di Madrid gimana ya? How this happening? How this
I'm
happen?
not seeing anything early on here.
Muhammad Alvin Taufik memberikan satu gift membership kepada Bookman. Thank you Muhammad Alvin. Berterima kasih kamu Bookman ke sponsornya.
Can't play anti to that. Mosh pit through and into the back. So left. A little bit of sight control.
Energi nggak sih bisa jadi?
But they don't have showers this entire time. 10 might be a real difference maker. Snake bite. Drops him. Wingman won't be able to get that plant down. So
Energi siapa sih sekarang ininya?
talked about it. Tens.
Siapa apa namanya? IGL-nya siapa sih? Ethan ya? IGL-nya ini. Gila. Bagus banget aja. Bagus banget. Bagus banget ultinya anjing. Infonya masuk semua, Cok. Ulti dapat 2 habis itu GG. Gila, mantap. They're not done yet. They're not done yet, brother. They are still in the tournament. Bocil tadi apa? Bocil Sentinel. Kita belum masuk gua, teman-teman. Kita masih bisa berpegangan erat di bawah sinar matahari. Oh my god. Levi nggak ke master kah? Yap. Levi jadinya gugur bahkan gugur. Gila. Anjir, lu lihat gak jaketnya tadi? Jaketnya Sentinel yang di belakang tadi. Ada itunya anjir, ada gambar VCT kapsulnya anjir. What the heck? Siapa tadi yang pakai? Kaplan ya? Kaplan. Jaketnya Kaplan nih. Jaketnya pelatihnya ada itunya anjir. Ada tembakan klasiknya anjir. Sini gue mau lihat. Kamera, tolong kamera. Ya ampun, pas dia udah lihat ke belakang malah ke ibu-ibu ini. Nah, tuh. Oh. Tuh apa depannya ada barcode-nya gitu, tapi barcode beli gitu. Ya by the way masih ke play-in ya, tapi ya Sentinel ya belum masuk Madrid. Play-in dulu. Play-in. Apa daerah yang berdarah-darah itu? Babak berdarah-darah. Harus menang 2 kali sih play-in, intinya kan kayak gitu ya. Harus menang semua lah. EG masih main kah? Masih kayaknya. EG bahkan kalau nggak salah qualified nggak sih? Bentar. Gua kasih lihat ini ya, siapa aja yang qualified. Yang udah qualified itu udah pasti itu Energy. Terus ada Loud. Terus ada Evil Geniuses. Jadi udah itu 3 tuh udah pasti qualified. Terus yang masuk play-in MIBR, Sentinels yang sekarang, sama nanti yang nanti tanding G2 sama Crew. Tapi sayangnya gue bakalan drop yang pertandingan ini ya guys ya. Gue cuma nonton sampai Leviatán sama Sentinel ini doang guys. Energy Loud ya, tapi itu nanti masuk ininya ke playoffnya itu diundi lagi. Jadi nggak tahu deh itu siapa yang dapat siapa. Diundi lagi coy, diundi lagi nanti. Makanya kemarin kan Peprex ketemu T1 lagi kan. Bukan lagi, ketemu di playoff. Padahal dipikirnya ketemunya sama DRX. Ternyata diacak lagi. Intinya yang segrup nggak bakal ketemu. Iya kayaknya kayak gitu deh. Iya betul. Ya udah guys, thank you ya udah menemani aku pagi-pagi dan juga tadi perang-perangnya banyak banget aja. Thank you banget yang membership tadi, banyak banget yang ngasih gift membership juga. Ada 33 new membership. Terus yang ngedonate tadi kagak kehitung coy, banyak 10 juta tadi coy, mantap. Thank you ya. Kita ketemu lagi kapan ya? Ya pokoknya gua pengen WP-nya lah. Kalau nggak ada di tanggal 27-nya mungkin kita langsung ke 28 VCL ya. Ada VCL di tanggal 28 coy. So ya, thank you guys. Kita ketemu lagi nanti. Bye bye. See you. Selamat beraktivitas untuk hari ini.